You guys ready for some Sarah Boone? Oh my lord. How's everybody doing? So I figured we'll do the interrogation today. Dude, I've been moving all day getting some of the stuff ready for the carpet, and then I could have a new studio. But I like wore out. Man. Anyway, so I don't have the audios ready, because I like to put a background to them. So I figured we could do the interrogation. And if we have extra time, we could go over. We have the rest of the affidavit. We have letters still. We have, oh, thanks, Kim, 6 months. Thank you. Hey, Becky. Yeah, positional asphyxia. That's what I was trying to think of yesterday. Thank you. Like, I was trying to think, what is it when you're like in a position and then you can't breathe? You're right. Yep. That's exactly what it is. I think it's more reckless. Homicide case. Reckless homicide. Yeah, I don't know. So you don't think it's second degree? Is that what you're saying? So what's the oh, I never did finish looking up. I mean, I looked it up, the second degree in Florida, but I didn't go to actually Florida's website, but because one said 16 3/4 year, and then one said like 10 to 20, which is the minimum though. The minimum. So that means they at least have to have that much if she gets found guilty for second degree. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Julia. Shadow. Hey, Sean and Felicia. Sarah. Hey, Sarah, Damad, Linda. Hey, guilty of crime. You guys are killing me with those. Why? I can't not laugh at it. Oh my god. Okay, Sally, come back. Hey, spiritual baddie. All right, we could probably just jump right in. And remember, we still do have 25 pages of the affidavit. So, and this is, how long is this again? I don't know how long it is, but I'm gonna play it. I think it was like 2 hours. Hey, Susie, Anna Lee, what's up, Ashley? Yeah, dude, I am convinced now. She freaking kicked him down the stairs. I really think that. And I'm just so curious if the state is going to use that in their narrative. Like, if that's what they came to that conclusion too. God, I'm really anxious for this trial because I have no idea. Like, what do you think? Do you think that's what they're gonna say? I mean, the state, as far as like, that's the story. You know how they have to like, I wonder. I don't know. All right, well, I'm going to press play. We'll start playing it because I am going to do commentary because I got to give my thoughts as we watch it. I mean, this girl, she's too much. And I might laugh, and it's not like to be insensitive. It is, I mean, she is just like a mess, a wreck. It's funny and like not because what happened to George. It's like because she is so like ridiculous almost. So, all right. Yeah, me too. And no, they said, yeah, and then they said blunt force trauma. The contusions, what they said, I think the front of the skull, they said, right? And they said it was considered blunt force trauma. Then he had like the scratches down his back. He had the contusions. I forget now. Where else? His neck, maybe? Face, I think. Lip. Busted lip. All right. Yep, I think so too, Charlie. All right, guys, let's do this. You guys ready to start her up, Burn? Burn up a roar! Yay, Tracy, me too. All right. She is weird. She is. All right, here we go.
Just let us know if at any time you need more, okay? I'm going to have you sit the green chair that doesn't move. Appreciate you coming in.
Yes, ma'am. I want to ask you about these whenever we have a moment.
Sure. So obviously, he received his autopsy. So I'm going to read you your rights again because we have to talk about that. And since I'm talking about the incident, We just have to do it, just like we did
Normal
yesterday.
protocol?
Just like we did yesterday. Remember I read you the rights? Your rights? Yeah, so it's the exact same thing, but since I'm asking you follow-up questions, I need to read them to you, okay?
Sure.
All right, so you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning without charge. If you cannot afford a lawyer and want one can be provided for you before questioning without charge. Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to talk to me?
No.
And do you understand what I just read you?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So this morning we went to his autopsy, and we were informed of some injuries that he has by the doctor. So I want. So he's got scratch marks to his back.
I know what that's from.
Okay. And
This is from
it's
sex.
called a contusion. Do you know what a contusion is? So like basically you're getting hit, and then you get a mark from it. You'll get bruising, like someone hit you or something like that. It's called a contusion. So he had some injuries to his left shoulder. He had a cut near his lip. We could see his mouth was a little
I haven't laid a
swollen.
hand on him.
Okay.
Also, too, he fell off my son's bike,
Okay.
so I don't know. And he's notorious for running into the wall or the hall tree. So
Okay.
I don't-
What about the scratches? Because there's also sex.
Yes.
Okay. Because there's also like a scratch on the back of his neck, kind of going, but it's going straight across.
I have no idea what that's from.
And they're all recent. They occurred recently. It wasn't something that occurred post or that occurred a week ago or 2 days ago, 3 days ago. They definitely occurred, the night leading up to when he was.
In all honesty, we have not gotten into it.
Okay.
That's why, the only thing I thought you guys were going to ask me about, which I was going to be honest with you anyway, are the scratch marks on his back.
Mhm.
Everything else, I have no idea what it is. No idea what it is. Nonetheless, I've had my son over the house, too, so...
Well, your son was there when? When was he last there?
Oh, gosh.
From my
week?
understanding, he was there last Tuesday.
I don't know if it was Tuesday, but yes, he was there last week, so...
Well, we're talking about Sunday.
Yeah.
We're just talking about what occurred Sunday. Because like I said, the injuries they occurred within that time period.
So you're talking about day before yesterday?
Sunday leading into Monday. You yesterday at 1, but the incident, you guys were painting and stuff the night prior.
Correct.
So we're talking about Sunday and then into
That's why
Monday.
I'm thoroughly confused, because we had a good time sitting on the back porch, having wine and smoking a couple of cigarettes, and then decided to go inside and literally paint, do puzzles, and play, and listen to music. That's why nobody got out of sorts. This is what's mind-blowing to me. I have no clue. Nobody laid a hand on anybody.
He also had, on the left side of his forehead, he had basically bruising, and on his head, his skull.
I have no idea.
As if something hit him.
I
Considered
have not
force
touched him.
trauma.
I have not touched him. I have not touched him.
Then how would you get those injuries?
Tell me and we'll both know. I have not touched him.
Yesterday, when we took photographs of your overall body, and they did the buccal swabs, did they go under your fingernails?
No.
Okay. Are you willing to let us
Absolutely.
swab underneath your fingernails?
Go for it.
Okay.
I have no idea, and I don't want to seem out of sorts, but I have no idea. We had a good day. It was a good day. We've had good days lately, even considering everything that's going on with our jobs and life in general and ex-wives and everything. It's been good. I don't even know where this is coming from.
Yeah,
I don't
you said
even
the
know.
last physical was probably, you said, I think, a month ago? Where you got the injury, right? You said that was a
I'll
month
say
ago?
a few weeks, give or take, yeah.
A few weeks. That was the last, physical altercation between the two of you? You said a month ago he hit you with a curtain rod.
Yeah, with a curtain rod. That's why I can't believe you guys didn't take that either.
Wow.
We've been good. I don't know if, it's since the last time he got out of jail, like, we've been good, and he's been having his classes and seeing his probation officer, who's amazing. So...
What do you mean by good? What's your definition of good?
The probation officer?
No, you said you guys have been good. What's your definition?
I've been good. I don't think you all understand. He comes at me all the time. He comes at me. So it's either I flee or try to go upstairs and go to sleep. That's usually what it is. And I don't know if you talk to Brian about any of that, but most of the time when I flee, I go over there. So...
Right, but you're saying that you guys have been good, and when I asked you yesterday, there hasn't, the last incident that you could remember was the curtain rod incident, which you said was a month ago, so...
Give or take.
Right. So what do you mean by he comes after you? Like...
He gets belligerently drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if you all have looked through my phone yet and seen any of the pictures and the videos that I have taken.
Oh, yeah.
And
She don't
at
know
one
about
point,
it yet.
I started documenting everything.
Okay.
So you all will see in my pictures bloody fingers, split foreheads, he split my nose. I've got this.
Right.
I don't know if Brian told you about it, where I had to have almost I had one really bad surgery, but then it got really, 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 really bad, where I had to go like 4 or 5 more times afterwards for them to tend to it, from him poking me in the back of the leg.
Right.
So it's...
Then why are you still with him?
Everybody asks me that. When I tell you guys this, I really love him, like I do, and I feel like I can help him. Like, I feel like I could help him, which I did, because he came a really long way from where he was in Philadelphia to moving back to here and to dealing with everything else that he's been dealing with. I've really helped him. I've bailed him out of jail, 3 times. I've gone to every single hearing and every single arraignment, everything that I did for him. Gone to see all his public defenders, go to the state. I've gone to the state. I did everything for him because I'm trying to help him, because I had hope in him. And he was trying. He was really trying. And then he starts to think about things, and I think he gets overwhelmed, and then it's like, the next thing I know, he's drinking. So it's like, oh man, I know where this is going to go, so I'm going to go upstairs and read a book, or I'm going to go for a bike ride, or I'm going to do something else, where I don't want to drink. I don't want to drink. The occasional wine, whatever, or if it's a weekend, that's when you have a good time. You don't have to wake up the next day. I have to wake up the next day and do things. I have to tend to Lucas. I have to take him to school. I have all this stuff to do. He doesn't know how to, I guess, maintain himself, where I can do 50 things at once and still know the 50 things more prior that I need to get done. He can't process like that. He didn't process like that, so he would literally, not literally, but have smoke coming out of his ears. So the next thing you know, he doesn't want to deal with it. I'm going to go get something to drink. So the majority of the time, I would hang out outside or do something else because I don't want to drink. And every time, his job broke his heart. And it made me sad because he had so much pride in his job.
Thank you, M. Sky. And it's so crazy because I really do think she's the aggressor. Now, since I don't know for sure if he's ever, been the aggressor, maybe I think the majority she is, I really do, just from going through the stuff. So she's trying to blame him and act like she's the victim, and she was trying to get away from him. She probably has injuries because she's probably attacking him, and he's hitting, defending himself and maybe hitting her back. They're both drunk. I'm not saying it's right, but he's probably has hit her back at times too because he's drunk, and so yeah, I don't disagree that she probably does have pictures with injuries, but how funny is it because she has no idea that they have that video. She don't know. I don't think she remembers she even took it or whatever. So she's all happy oh, you got the video, you got my phone, so you got all the videos and pictures, and they're probably sent back yeah, we do. I can't wait for when they tell them yeah, we got this video. Oh my God, I can't wait. All right, sorry.
And the store that he took care of so much totally went downhill. And that broke his heart because he had put so much work and effort into fixing it up, and his manager was awful and basically gave up on all of the employees. So I think that had a huge bearing on why he would drink so much. His ex-wife is bonkers. She was all over him all the time. Send me money, send me money, send me money. How can I send you money when I don't have a job? And he's still trying to take care of me and Lucas by paying a bill here or there, getting some groceries. So he always had something on his mind, which is why, again, I got the puzzles and the paint to try to get him off of it so we don't have a drink, or he doesn't have a drink. So when you all see my phone, you can see all of the damage he has done to me and the videos of him smashing my television because he's belligerently drunk. Where most of the time, I just don't want to be there. And I try to help him. I try to calm him down. Eventually, he just passes out.
Well, yesterday it made it sound like you guys were just drinking like a glass or two. Like, yeah, you obviously had the bottle, but you told me on recording like that you were not drunk, he was not drunk, you guys were having a good time.
I can't get drunk. Number one, I do not want to get drunk. I don't like being non-compos-mentis, having my wits about myself. I don't like feeling out of control. So
I'm just saying, you're making it sound like he's a raging alcoholic today, and yesterday I was kind of asking you those questions, and you're like a little defensive, like, no, we're not alcoholics.
I'm not.
We are not, you know. But you guys were both sober on Sunday, to your knowledge, because when I said you went and passed out, you were like, no, I didn't pass out, I just fell asleep. So now it's kind of like, what is it? Were you guys drinking and it got out of hand and it got physical?
No.
Or is it...
Sunday was one of the better days that we have had in quite some time. He's dancing with my dog. You can see that too on the pictures, him loving the dog. He loves the dog and dancing around, having a good time, and just being happy kind of thing. He doesn't know, I can get like maybe 2-3 glasses of wine, and I'll be fine. But I have to have my wits about myself because I don't know what to expect.
Well, let's talk about Sunday. What was Sunday? How were you, like, how many glasses of wine did you have? How many glasses of wine did he have? The bottle was gone. I mean, I don't know if you poured any out. Yes.
No, that was from previous.
You said that there was a half bottle left over.
Yeah, about this much.
And then that you had I don't even know how the wine, how'd you guys get the wine for Sunday?
I'm guessing he went to Publix. Does he like leave the house and you stay home, or do you go to Publix? Like, cause sometimes I'll go with him.
Okay. Did you go with him Sunday to Publix?
So most of the time what happens is, because the convenience store where we get cigarettes is here, and then Publix literally is cattywampus to it.
Okay.
So what he'll do is he'll go by Publix, and then on the way back, catch the convenience store.
Okay.
So
is that what he did Sunday?
I'm guessing that's what he did, because...
Wait, real quick, guys. I said Publix, so it's Publix? I don't know. We don't have them here. There was another case where it was named, and I forget what it was called. That was the first I heard of it. And I forget how people said it. Is it Publix or Publix? Because I definitely said Publix loud. She said Publix. I don't know.
Next thing I know, he's walking in with a bottle.
Okay.
So it's him trying to be nice, so I don't have to go out and do it. Plus, there's stuff that are around the house that I had to take care of. So that's usually what will happen. Or I'm folding laundry and he'll go run out and do whatever.
Okay. So, where were you guys at on drunkenness, not drunkenness on Sunday? You told us you weren't drunk.
No, I was not drunk.
Right.
I was not drunk. So with him, I don't know. I know when it's like, oh, okay, man, where I have told him, slow down. It's starting to catch up with you. Slow down. Slow down. And another thing, too, is I don't like listening to music with him because he gets too involved in the music, and the music that he listens to is a little rough around the edges, and, like, it makes me fractious listening to his music. So I kept asking him, let's just you and me talk. You and me will just be the ones that are talking, which was fine, because, I mean, we were playing with the dog, whatever, and then it's like, okay, now let's do the painting. We just did the puzzle, took a break, now let's do this. Sure enough, sat down, we're sitting in there talking, laughing, talking about new movies. We're watching movie trailers while we're doing painting and all that other stuff. So it's still background noise to him, because I think that's what he's used to, is having background noise. Where me, I can sit in here all day with not a peep. But he always has to have some kind of background noise, which I didn't mind because the trailers were cool. And he was interested in showing them to me, getting excited about movies that were out or upcoming.
Okay.
So
On your laptop you're talking about?
Mhm.
Like, okay.
And I mean, and then it was.
But you said it was a good day. Like, you guys didn't have any conversations about your relationship? You guys didn't go down, like, the rabbit hole, like, had too many to drink, and you guys start getting...
Nope. When I tell you this, it made me so happy that he actually listened to what I had to say with just, we'll get through it. This will be fine. It's just, it's a small hurdle that you and I together will get through, because...
I'm talking about the money, jobs,
daughters, yes.
Nothing relationship-wise, though. Like, no issues, like, did you guys have a conversation about your relationship, or was it just about,
just like, what's going on right now?
Got it.
I try to evoke it from him so he gets it off his chest, because I call him the volcano, where eventually he's going to erupt.
Right.
And what he has learned in his classes is to communicate, which is a huge thing in a relationship, where he has been practicing communication. So he actually talks to me about things and unburdens himself. Put it on me. I'll sit there and try and figure it out for you. Like, I have almost everything. Not a worry. Just tell me. Get it out of you.
Right.
But it was, when I tell you, I was so happy. Like, it was such a good day. I kid you not. The weather was beautiful outside. I'm the one that had him go inside so we can do puzzles and painting and listen to music or whatever else he wants to do. So then he starts doing whatever it is we're doing together in the living room, and then starts talking, because I think he gets comfortable with, okay, you know what, we're here, it is a good day. Let me go ahead and explain myself. So I know. Nobody else knows, but I know. Nobody knew George better than I did. I say that I knew George better than himself. And I tried in every way, shape, and form. Ask.
There you go. I mean, that's an issue right there. She's going to pretend that she knows him better than him. And that probably was a big issue in the relationship, because she tried to probably control it and act like, well, no, I know you better. Like, if he says something like, oh, I'm not mad, or this or that. No, I know you are. I know you're lying. I know you better. You can see how she probably use that all the time. How do you know somebody better than they know them? Shut up. No, you don't. You probably tried to freaking manipulate him into that crap, the control stuff. It's making me mad.
Everyone. I helped him. I took care of him. I miss him a lot, and I didn't even sleep last night. I miss him a lot.
I mean, is there any chance it got to be too much for you and you couldn't handle taking care of him and...
I never stopped.
Trying to...
I never stopped. That's what I'm here for. I never stopped. I'm here now because I'm still trying to help him.
Yeah. We just don't... I mean, it's unexplainable how he got these injuries, and...
I have no idea.
You were the only one with him.
100% right hand to God. I have no idea how he got them. Nobody touched anybody. Nobody touched anybody.
Okay. You had mentioned that you would take photos, videos, kind of like a proof and just in general.
Yeah, I started documenting at one point, but that was way before, I think.
Real quick, and it's about to probably go into the video part. Do you think that there's a possibility that she forgot, like, as far as like, because maybe she didn't physically hit him, but she kicked him down the stairs in the suitcase. So when she's like, nobody touched anybody that night, she doesn't remember actually hitting him. Do you think there's a small possibility that she forgot that she kicked him down the stairs in the suitcase because she was so drunk? Or do you think that right now it's just a flat out lie and she remembers everything? I don't know. I'm going to do a poll and ask, because I'm curious what you guys think about that.
The last time that he got arrested, where he was flying off the deep end. But then I had him bailed out. I got him out of jail.
Right.
But because he had violated the pretrial diversion, this time it's probation, so you don't have a choice in it. You have to go to see your probation officer. You have to go to these classes. It's court-ordered.
Mm-hmm.
Where it took him a while to get used to it and understand, they're not messing around. I even went down and met his probation officer, which I say, she's wonderful. That's one of my questions, too, I need to talk to you about. Hugged me and said how much she knows that I take care of him. She called me personally one time when George was at work, when he was working. 42-minute phone call. She and I just saying how grateful she is that George has me. And she knows how hard I'm working to help him, just as she is and just as the classes will. So once he started actually going on a regular basis to the probation officer, and then to his substance abuse class and his, I don't know what BIP stands for, matter.
Real quick, I'm sorry, but look at the guy in the red shirt. He is just sitting there. You could tell he's sitting there thinking, you are so full of it. Like, yeah, sure. Like, she's trying to take credit. Like, she's like, oh, I saved him. I helped him in this. I helped him do that. Yeah, you killed him. So all that help, you really helped him. You freaking talked him into getting a suitcase and then pushed it on the stairs and killed him. So what are you trying to take credit for? Oh, my Lord. But watch the red shirt guy over there.
Intervention program. Mm-hmm. And actually listening to what it is everyone had to say, he changed. Like I could see a change in him, where before lashing out, he would think about it. And would always come home and show me his papers, and we would look over his papers together. Where it's like, wow, you actually are learning this in class? And some of the stuff that they would show them, like videos, he would come home and be like, Sarah, I'm so sorry for what I've done to you. Because for a video that he watches, to make him feel that way, where it's like, oh man, I have done her wrong. But he's changed. He changed.
And that's why you're still with him, even though he's done all these things to you. And
when I tell you I love him, I love him.
Even when you love somebody, you have limits.
Everybody tells me that. All my neighbors don't tell me that. The office, property manager.
At some point, somebody gets enough, and then they have to do something to defend themselves.
I would just flee. And I don't know if you would like to see on my phone, or I think it's actually on a laptop. I actually, because, and you have to understand too, I have, like, prior to classes in PO, kicked him out how many times? I had him arrested how many times?
But you also went down and bailed him out.
I know.
The next day.
I know.
What's on your laptop?
What was I going to tell you? Oh, previously, I actually looked up how to file a restraining order.
Okay.
Because I would take him out, his parents, because of them constantly having to take him back in, his bags of clothes, all his stuff. The last time, their father came out and irate and just not even, I don't even know if he knew Lucas was in the car, just opened the back of my car and just started throwing all his crap in, just throwing it, like the car would jostle, he was throwing all his stuff. At that point, because I continually did it, not continually, I think I maybe did it 3.
She used the word jostle. I'm sorry, but that just reminds me of Paul. Remember the pre-sentence clause? He would use the word jostle, and a bunch of us in chat were like saying, man, now every time we hear that word, it's like, oh my gosh, she just used it. I've never heard I don't think I've ever heard anybody really use that word. I mean, I can't think of it, and now we hear both these cases, they use the word jostle. I don't know why, it's just funny, sorry.
Times, and he has nowhere else to go. They got fed up and said, nope, either you're staying there or you're staying here. But if you're staying here at their place, it's permanent. You're not going back over there anymore. So what happens is, he pursues me. So, I don't know if y'all know where Katie Way Trail is. Okay, so it's literally right there from our apartment. Would ride his bike to work, But before, he would leave extra early and come up to the wall, stand on top of his bike, and poke his head over because he would know that I would be outside having my morning cigarette and cup of coffee. And I would also know, too, what time he would get off of work, where I would know, come getting off of work, he's going to do the same thing. So it's not like I ever got, like, a break from him, where I told you all yesterday, or whenever it was, I started to feel that it was too much togetherness. And when you have too much togetherness, friction happens. So I'm going to go ride my bike. I'm going to go upstairs and read a book. But what what does he say? Every waking moment he wants to be with me. So, and mind you, our townhome is either upstairs or downstairs. So it's like, if you would like to sit downstairs and watch a movie or play on the laptop, look up some jobs, you're more than welcome to. I'm just going to be upstairs maybe watching one of my shows or maybe reading a book. So, and then when that would happen, we really needed that. So what's for dinner? And then we would cook together and eat dinner and then crawl in the bed and watch a movie.
Are you talking about this is like recent? You kind of like lost me. Like what are you?
It was a little while ago.
But now you're talking about tension building up and that you need space. So have you been feeling that way lately or?
No.
Okay.
No. Okay, my thing is too, so you all know, I hate that you can't talk to her, but Dee, his ex-wife, when I say a monster, she's a monster. Like she withholds their children from speaking to him. So he gets upset about that, and then she like completely berates him about money, about the father that he is, what he did to her, all this other stuff. It doesn't matter. I mean, mind you, this has not like been recent, but which is why he didn't even bother calling anymore, because he knows that she's going to answer and he's going to have to talk to her, so therefore he can't talk to his daughter. The other time he talked to her, made her talk to Cookie. That's on my cell phone too, so you can see it.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter.
What does she have to do, though, with anything about what happened Sunday and into Monday? Like,
no, I'm just saying, like, previously,
okay,
why the incidents would happen is she plays a big part in it.
Okay.
On top of job
yeah,
and money and groceries and all that.
Okay.
Sunday, when I tell you this, I have no idea. I have no idea.
Is there anybody else at the house?
Nope, it's just me and him.
Since talking yesterday, do you remember any like timelines better? Like what time you guys were playing? What time he was zipped up in the luggage? What time you went upstairs?
We started because we cleaned the house a little bit, did some laundry.
You started the activities around 4, you said?
Yes, around 4:30ish, and then.
You just said that it was dark when you were playing hide and seek, and I'm just curious if you remember.
But when we were outside, that's where we would start and talk about things, and then eventually I was the one that had him come inside so we could.
About what time? Do you remember what time that was? Is what she's asking.
And you said you went up to bed around midnight, fell asleep around 12:30ish. But those are the only times I have. So I have 4 and I have midnight. So there's a big gap. So I'm just curious, like, if you recall when you went upstairs to hide in the shower or...
Like when we started to play hide and seek?
Yeah.
Well, we went inside probably about, if I had to guess, we weren't out there too long. Maybe about 6-ish. Then...
You're talking about from hanging out outside and like... Okay.
Well, we have 2 beach chairs that are out there and just enjoy the weather.
Gotcha.
Plus it started to get dark and gnats and mosquitoes.
Yeah.
So, let's go inside. I don't want to be out here anymore.
Okay.
All right, let's go. So we're doing whatever. We did it for a while because that puzzle, I don't know if they took it or they saw it. Worked on the puzzle again, finished it. Started to paint. Well, started to listen to music for a little bit. Started to paint. Can we turn the music off? No problem. Started to talk, paint, whatever. Maybe, gosh, that puzzle, we worked on that for probably a good hour and a half. So 8 o'clock-ish?
Is when you went to hide upstairs originally?
No, that's when we were like painting. So then it's like, okay, well, I don't want to paint anymore. Let's just, come on. okay, you want to play hide and seek? What he does is, okay, tag, you're it. So it's like, okay, we know. Okay, take off.
Mhm.
That's what we did.
And then you went upstairs, and then he didn't come up, and you came down, and the suitcase was there originally because you guys were planning to do donations, so it was already there. Have you guys ever played you said you played hide and seek like probably 3 times in your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
When you have played, have you ever zipped him up in a suitcase prior?
No.
Okay. So it was just kind of like that prop was there, and it was...
Look at how she said it. She's like, no, like, that's crazy, right? Now, did you see her face? Like, no, like, why would I do that? Exactly, Sarah. Why would you do that? That's what we're all wondering. Well, you know, your reaction, yeah, duh. That's why we're like, what the heck happened? Who goes in a suitcase and zips somebody up and not let them out? Anyway, thank you, Tabitha. I got your PayPal donation. Thank you. Oh wait, let me think a couple of new members. Lynn True Crime Project. Thank you. Do you got a true crime channel? True Crime Project. And thank you, Danielle Marseco. Thank you. Look at her face, though. Look where I stopped it. It's kind of funny. She's like,
there,
yes.
And it was in play because...
Why do you say it like that, though?
I would never do that.
You would never zip them up in a suitcase?
Well, I mean,
we were playing.
No, I know,
that
but
time,
I'm saying, I'm talking about hide and seek, which is a game, so...
The suitcase originally is in our closet, buried all the way to the back. If you, I know the CSI people saw our closet. Our closet needs to be cleaned out really bad. My son's clothes need to be cleaned out really bad because they don't fit him anymore, and I'm tired of looking at them. So he took it upon himself, including that suitcase, to take it downstairs so we can get all of our clothes, our donations and everything, and just leave the whole thing by the clothing and shoe thing at my son's school.
Gotcha. No, I'm just asking, in the past, like, have you ever zipped him up in anything, jokingly or not, but obviously no. I understand, you know, you're claiming that Sunday it was a joking matter, you were laughing, yes. He was laughing, but what I'm just asking is in the past, like, is it something Absolutely that you guys normally do?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely not, because it's freaking ridiculous, okay? So why did you do it now? And thank you, Amy Pierre. So excited for this new trial and case. Was getting tired of Baby Girl and the Songbird. The Songbird. Oh, my God. That's a new one. I haven't heard that yet. The Songbird. I love it. All right, thank you.
Okay. We were actually this last game running out of places to hide because we have a townhome where it's upstairs or downstairs. So.
Oh my God. That's why they're running out of places.
Okay, so do you remember making any videos or maybe having any photos, videos that you remember doing on your phone on Sunday?
No.
No?
I think I took a picture of a dog.
Busted.
Okay. But your phone is password protected, you have the password, he has the facial recognition, so it's not like someone else could be on your phone.
No, I have both.
But you have the face and the password.
Yes.
Yeah, but he only has the face, correct?
No.
To be able to get onto your phone, you told me that he looks at the phone.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought you were asking if I did. Yes, it's me.
Okay. Does he have access to your phone? Because you said it's a shared phone. Okay, how does he have access?
Sarah, can I borrow your phone? Yeah, it's right there on the kitchen counter.
Okay, but how does he get into it because it's password protected?
He'll come and get it to me and I'll just do the face thing. Where sometimes, too, like, look, he'll joke with me and say, okay, I need to borrow your phone. And he'll hold it while I'm cooking or doing something, do the facial recognition.
Okay, so he doesn't know the password and he doesn't have the facial recognition. No. But he is the only other person that would use your phone, I'm assuming, other than...
Well, Lucas.
Right. But Lucas wasn't there Sunday. Right.
Thanks, Green Eyed Bandit, for joining.
So, to your recollection, no videos on Sunday?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
I mean, I maybe took a picture of them, the two of Tess and
the dogs,
and George and them dancing, but I mean, it's just Tess.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I have something that I want to show you that we found, and
this is the best.
It was from your
this
phone.
Is the best.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
If you need to move it around, go ahead.
Oh my God, this is it.
No, I don't remember that.
For everything you've done to me. For everything you've done to me.
Your battery's about to die.
Shutting down.
Oh, okay.
Let me.
No, don't shut it off. Real quick, thank you, Green Eyed Bandit, for joining. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. What was I gonna say though? Oh wait, there was something else. Hold on. And then Fox Fan Lady, that was it. Chris Noth interrogates Sarah. I can't believe I'm watching Chris Noth. Oh, thank you. All right. Like, oh my God, I love watching her see that. She totally forgot about that video.
The battery doesn't last very long.
Yeah, it used to last a lot longer than that. I don't know what happened.
Okay. Let me just grab something.
All right. No, I was just simply asking because you had a look on your face when she asked you if you've ever done that before. You looked kind of shocked and...
No.
Okay, but why did you say it like that? Like,
I don't think you all understand who I am. Where,
okay. Well, tell me.
I mean, I've always been a straight-A student. I am an outstanding mother to my son.
Okay.
I excel at everything. I would not do that.
You wouldn't zip somebody in a suitcase?
My.
Well, I didn't like completely lock it. I mean, I opened it with one finger. I left enough in there for him to get out.
Okay.
And I wasn't planning on going upstairs and going to sleep.
Okay.
Straight A. How long ago was that, Sarah? When you were in school?
No, it's just the way you said it.
You guys are scaring me.
Why?
Well, we just want you to watch this. It came from your phone. Don't you want to know what's on it?
Yes, please. Is it long? Because I don't know how much I can take.
No.
I don't know how much I can take.
I don't know how to find your...
How much you could take? How much George could take in that suitcase? Are you kidding me? Like, can you imagine?
Do I have to watch this?
Yes.
I continuously throw up. I don't sleep. I don't want to see it, if that's okay.
Well, it's on your phone, and you can either explain it or we take it for what it is.
Yeah. We're just trying to give you the opportunity to tell us what's going on. That's it.
It's that long?
2 minutes.
No.
For everything you've done to me. For everything you've done to me. Fuck you.
And this
Fuck
is,
you.
that's you, your voice.
Stupid. That's my name. Don't wear it up. I can't fucking breathe, man. Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me.
I don't want to watch it, please. Okay.
Last time we talked to you, you had said that you put him in the suitcase, he had 2 fingers hanging out.
And that's where it was.
And there's 2 different videos and a still picture where, yeah, it shows you flipping him in different positions and him saying that he can't breathe and you saying, fuck you.
So this is upside down. So in order for him to have gotten into it,
It was flipped up.
right, it was flipped up normal.
Yes.
Like as if you're packing something. So this is upside down.
Guys, this is killing me right now.
So this image, it's upside down, and then this small video that occurred 11 minutes later, it's flipped over the other way, closer to your dining room table.
Okay.
Now he's obviously still in there. So he didn't, how did it go from the back to the front? Well, that's what you did.
Yeah.
But not intentional though.
No, you told me you went upstairs because you were
Stop
getting
here.
ready for bed.
Stopped here.
Okay, but
Where's here?
show me where you can see any fingers coming out, because there's the end.
It's, and his head's right here.
Mm-hmm.
So going like this, rather than going all the way up, it's like this.
But why is he saying I can't breathe, and why is he pushing on it as if he can't get out?
And it doesn't show a hole.
There's no hole. There's no fingers. I don't see his fingers. There's no hole.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, I don't know, like, what you want me to tell you.
I'm just showing you, I'm just telling you what we see and what we've heard from the other video.
I understand.
He's begging for you to let him out. You're laughing in the beginning, and then in the end it sounds kind of like a...
No, it's not malicious.
Well, saying fuck you,
It's not malicious.
then what is that?
What does fuck you mean to you?
Well,
Like if I were to tell my
like he
partner...
does. Like, I get called everything but a white woman, so
Okay.
my intention was not to leave him in there. Please understand that. My intention was not to leave him in there.
But you went upstairs thinking that he could get himself
Yes.
out, but the video shows...
That's what I told you.
Can I see his fingers? And
He'll be
it
up here
looks
any
like
minute.
And then 30 minutes later, he didn't show.
And he's telling you
And I
he
didn't
can't
wake
breathe.
up.
Do you think
not able
he's
to get
joking?
out.
You told me he was laughing, and
We were
the
before.
video, there's no
When we first got in there, both of us were.
So how long was he in there for? Like, this video is at 11:12 when it starts, so was he in there for like a long time prior to recording this?
No. No.
So it goes from funny to no longer funny,
But
and
I
you're the
didn't-
only one laughing.
But I didn't think that he was, like, panicky. Like,
So pushing up on a suitcase saying, Sarah, Sarah, Sarah,
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
George has done that in the past before, too, where it's just like he thinks that he's woe is me kind of thing, where it's like, I don't...
He's never been locked in a suitcase, that's
No.
where he couldn't get out, so...
It's kind of... I thought it was
And
the
you know
boy
the oxygen
crying
is
wolf,
coming.
crying wolf kind of thing.
Okay.
And again, my plan...
But nowhere in there is he laughing, is he joking, he is begging. And you're the only one laughing,
Okay.
and you're the only one saying derogatory comments, like you're mad.
No. Please don't... I don't mean to sound negative, and I don't know if I can say this, but, like, it's like you guys are kind of trying to, like, feed me. Like...
No, I'm just trying to show you a video that you no longer want to watch because you probably don't want to know the outcome of how and what you said.
Well, I know what...
You know what's on that video now?
No.
You remember making that video?
Oh.
Why don't you remember making the video?
Probably because we had been drinking.
But you weren't drunk.
No. Just because I went upstairs and... Just
You
because
told
you're
us-
drunk doesn't mean that
You told us times that you were not drunk. You said that you had your wits about you. You said he had his wits about you.
Mm-hmm.
You said that you don't like not having your wits. In my experience, if somebody cannot remember doing something to the extent of making 2 videos and taking a photo, they are intoxicated.
Okay. I understand where you all are coming from.
Well,
I
we're
get
just
it.
trying to make sense of it. We're trying to
get it.
figure out what
We're trying
you're
to
saying.
figure out this
You
video.
explain it to us. We're listening.
Dang it. I'm about to mute it, but I don't know when it's going to come back on. Man, sorry.
But why didn't you consciously think he's asking to come out? He
I
can't
didn't do it
breathe.
intentionally.
What do you think is going to happen if you leave somebody in a confined space like that?
Well, I thought by not zipping it up all the way, it would be okay. My plan was not to leave him in the
And what was
suitcase.
your plan?
Waiting for him to come upstairs.
And then when he did it?
I fell asleep.
You said you were up there 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, somebody not coming up.
Knowing that the last time you saw him was in the suitcase, 30 minutes later, you're like, maybe I should go check on him? Maybe I shouldn't?
No.
Well, that didn't cross your mind because it didn't happen.
That's like an assumption. Like, that's what you all are thinking, just...
We're asking.
It's the whole...
You tell us.
It's the drinking. That's what it is. It's the drinking. I thought it was, like, I thought he was okay. Like, I didn't... He's
telling you he's not. He's telling you, Sarah, I can't breathe. He's saying your name, and you're like, that's my name, don't wear it out.
Guys, that's how we are with each other. Like, nobody understands our relationship. The whole suitcase thing never happened before.
Would you leave someone else in a suitcase? Would you leave Lucas in a suitcase jokingly? Because it was a joking matter. You put him in there jokingly. Would you leave Lucas jokingly in there? And you love Lucas, right? And you love
I wouldn't
George.
do that to him either. I wouldn't do that to him.
So I just...
Well, it's not like, again, I don't think you all understand. Like, it's...
I mean...
That was not my intention.
Well,
y'all don't have any idea what I've done for him.
But by your acts, and that's exactly right. You get to the point where you've done so much for somebody and they don't show you any appreciation.
He did.
Not by your words in the video. I don't get that.
He did.
Because you bring up the fact that when he's choking you, you can't breathe. That's how you felt when he cheated on you. You couldn't breathe. And you verbally, several times, told him, just fuck you.
Well, you said it in the video, but you won't let us play the rest of it because you don't want to...
When I say cheating, it's on his phone.
Okay. Cheating is cheating.
I think so, too.
Exactly.
It's your definition of cheating, though, so, I mean, that's what the word cheat means.
And that's what you told him in the video. That I couldn't breathe when you cheated on me.
No.
That's how I felt when he said, Sarah, I can't breathe. And you told him,
I don't know what you... This is...
What would you say if somebody told you that they had done this?
Done what?
Zipped somebody in a suitcase and went up and went to bed.
Do you all not think... So you all think that it's like, oh, good, I got him in there, now I'm going to go to sleep? Is that what you guys are trying to assume? Or trying to, like...
The video is very portraying of the opposite of what you told us.
No.
It is not leading up, it is not matching what statement you gave us in the car. So, and that's why we want to know.
And I don't remember doing those.
The injuries are not consistent with what you told us. So we have a lot of inconsistencies, and this video explains itself. It really, truly does.
You don't think that I have thought about that?
Thought about the video, or thought about...
But no, again, if you don't mind, please. So you all are assuming that it's like, oh, good, I got him in there, now I'm going to go to sleep? Is that what you all are assuming?
Well, it's not an assumption when that's what you told us that happened.
That's what happened.
And the video... Yeah, I mean...
But I'm not going to say...
You thought he could get out on his own. But the video shows that he cannot get out on his own.
But when I unzipped it with one finger.
From the outside.
But it had the hole in it.
And you're claiming that it had a paper clip, so that's what assisted you in doing it.
No.
Is what you told us.
When I had my sweatshirt, I said I thought it had a paper clip on it. It's got...
But the zipper part is broken.
Yes, which is why we were going to zip it.
Yeah.
I just...
You were able to unzip it from the outside very easily, because that's the way they're designed.
But you could on the inside, too. I don't know how...
Well, why wouldn't he have gotten himself out if he could?
I don't know. Like, I don't know if he saw, like, where the hole was. I don't know.
I didn't see a hole.
No one
I didn't see no fingers sticking out.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's in one position, and where his head would be, we should be able to see fingers. And then when it's flipped over onto its right side, again, his head is closer to us facing the video, so we should be able to see fingers, and we don't see anything. We see no movement of him trying to unzip it or physically unzipping it. All we see is pushing up, trying to push out of it.
Please do not assume.
I'm not assuming. I haven't assumed anything. I follow evidence.
But my intention was not, again, oh good, I got him in there, now I'm just going to go to sleep.
What do you think someone that knows nothing about this, or hears just a little bit, like, oh, they were playing around in a suitcase,
She's been
and
drinking,
then watches that
probably went
video.
to sleep. That's what happened.
But you let him out before, I mean, you put him in, so why didn't you take him out?
Because I was upstairs and I fell asleep.
No, before you went upstairs. You, like, consciously had to walk upstairs. I mean, you obviously remember going to bed because you were able to give me a time frame on that. And you specifically told me that you went upstairs.
My intention is not for this to happen. I am sick about it. I've never done anything like this before in the past. I am sick. Especially with that. I thought I couldn't sleep last night. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. You tell us the last night, you vividly remember this when you told us last night, that he was laughing, you were laughing, you put him in the suitcase, he has 2 fingers sticking out, and you go to bed. Now we see something totally different, and it actually shows you upset and, again, using derogatory terms to him when he's begging for his life to get out of that suitcase.
So
what
my thing
you
is
say we're assuming, we're not assuming,
but
we're telling you what's on there.
So it just happened to be that whenever I was videotaping or doing whatever else it was, just happened to not have that in it.
Okay. And you also, in the video, you can't see any holes. There's nowhere in that where the zipper separates and you can see a hole. If there's a hole, he's pushing on it, begging you to get out. We should probably see that hole that
He
you're
eventually
talking
would have
about.
been able to get out.
Yeah.
Alcohol.
Based off what you're telling us, he should have been able to get out.
Okay.
But the video shows him attempting to get out, begging to get out, and he can't. So that's just what we're trying to figure out. I don't know if maybe you had too much to drink, you zipped it up all the way, and then,
I did not zip it up all the way.
Okay, well.
I did not zip it up all the way. This is horrific, okay? Horrific.
It is terrible.
Yeah, so they left it alone.
Horrific. I don't think I'll ever be right because of this. Ever be right. Dealing with everything else that I have in my life, personally, and then this,
Okay.
whom I loved, it was not intentional. I will put my hand on the Bible. It was not intentional. I would not do that to him nor anyone else.
But you did.
Not intentional.
You intentionally went up to bed.
I didn't intentionally
left
go to
him.
bed because I'm thinking, okay,
Hold
good,
on,
he can
hold
get
on.
out.
How did you not intentionally go to bed? You said you went upstairs and got into bed. That's intentionally going to bed.
Waiting for him.
And he doesn't come, but you don't go down to check on him.
So I happen to go to sleep. When I say go to sleep,
And what do you
doze
normally do
off,
when you
whatever
go to
you're
bed?
gonna do.
What do you normally do when you go to bed?
What do you mean?
What is a bed for? Going to sleep.
Right.
So you go to
But
bed to
obviously
do
you
what?
can tell too that, like, I've
You
been
go to
drinking
bed
also.
to do what? Okay. You kept telling us, hey, I wasn't intoxicated, I wasn't this, I wasn't that.
Being drunk and intoxicated, which, yes, you
Okay.
can tell that I had been drinking, but
Okay. So if you weren't intoxicated, then why would you ever leave somebody in a suitcase that's begging to get out, that's telling you they can't breathe?
if I hadn't been drinking, you still think it would be the same thing? Where it's like, hop in, I'm going to go to sleep. Is that what you all are trying to do? To portray me
We're not trying
as?
to do anything. I'm simply asking you to explain to me what happened.
Everything was fine and dandy.
I don't want to call it
Everything.
fine and dandy.
Was fine and dandy.
Explain
You
to
all
me how.
don't, okay, for me to tell you this, again, mind you, I've been without him for a day now.
Mhm.
I don't know, I mean, I don't know what you all want me to tell you, because this was not in any way, shape, or form, hand on the Bible, intentional.
Okay. So you just left
I
him there to
didn't
teach
kill
him?
him.
You left him there to teach him a
That's on
lesson?
you.
I didn't mean to leave him there. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You got up and walked away. How is that not intentionally leaving him there?
Because I'm looking at the hole, knowing that it's there. He'll get out no harm.
Where you at?
Because you
And
don't.
then he doesn't,
but
but you don't go check on him.
Alright, I missed that.
You say you're up for 30 minutes and he doesn't come up. You don't go down and check on him?
I'm in the bed.
You even move,
And off.
you admit to moving the suitcase, like, over. So
You roll it.
you roll it over. Like, it's not like
I didn't want it to be like that. Don't.
you didn't want him to be upside down. How do you even get upside down?
Right.
Fuck you.
You guys are killing me right now.
I just want you to
Probably
hear.
shut the fuck up.
That's how he talks to me most of the time. I don't know how you want me to say it.
I'm just trying to figure out what you would expect to happen to somebody when you leave them in a suitcase.
Because I didn't know what to do and how horrific it was. I called Ryan and, like, what, 5 minutes later? Not even 5 minutes. Nonetheless, but I had to, like, I was trying to do CPR. I had to get him out and try to do CPR. And then was continually doing CPR with where he had me count out loud to help me focus on what I was doing.
It just, I don't know how, I mean, you can sit here all day long and say, I thought he was going to get himself out, but he didn't, and you went upstairs, and you stayed there for 30 minutes before you fell asleep.
But can I say, too, like...
You chose not to ever, at any point during that 30 minutes, walk back down and check on him.
No, wait 1 second. Because I know, like, with you all, and then, like, because you continually ask me, like, time frames, where I told you, like, I don't bother even looking at the clock most of the time. So it's, like, a guesstimate. So for all I know, maybe it was 10 minutes.
Okay. But the point is, you left the living room where he was begging for help and went upstairs. Regardless of how long you were there, you left. You say,
I thought he was the boy calling wolf. Again.
Okay.
So when he asked to be let out, like, what's your reasoning for not letting him out?
When I was upstairs?
No, when he's asking on the video, he asked multiple times. He asked to be let out. I can't breathe. Why didn't you let him out?
Well, number one, I had no idea it was going to end like that.
Okay.
Number one.
Okay.
Number two, just, you know what? I'll give you 5 minutes or so in there. They'll give you 5 minutes or so.
5 minutes for what?
Well, based off the video, one video is at 11:12 and the next one's at 11:23, so you actually gave him at least 11 minutes per video recording. So my thing is, when it stopped, he asked multiple times, I mean, why? Why did you not let him out? It's just a simple question.
To be honest with you, I mean...
Don't
Were
know.
you punishing him?
No. Just...
Well, that's what you're saying in the video.
This is what you get. This is what you make me feel like.
See, and then it's all backfired on me. Like, it's all backfired on me. And I understand the severity of this.
Yeah, he's dead.
It's awful, I know.
Okay.
It's awful. And I will tell you both this right now, too. I will never drink alcohol again.
Okay.
Like, I will never drink alcohol again. I don't care what it is.
No, you won't, because you'll be in prison, because you've been in jail ever since, and, you know, so yeah, not because, dude, if you didn't get arrested, you would have been drinking, liar, 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 pants on fire. The only reason you're not is because you are in jail. But she is yelling at them, like, she acts like, I mean, you could actually see what George probably had to go through. Look how she's talking to them. She's just, wow, she's something. She is something.
Any way, shape, or form.
But let's get back to this. What was the reason for leaving him when he's begging to be let out? I don't understand that.
What I have a feeling was, and again, it's the whole time frame thing. You all keep
I'm not asking a time frame. I don't care about a time frame. He's
So,
in the bag saying, my God.
And you say, fuck you. So, like, for, like, the whole few minutes that he was in there, like,
Minimum 11, but yes,
Oh.
go ahead. It's a few. 11, minimum.
But-
For one video.
Well, in between the two videos, it's
Between the
11
two
minutes.
videos? Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the question again?
When he's begging for his life, telling you he can't breathe, let me out, and you say, fuck you, why don't you just let him out? What are you trying to prove to him? There was obviously something in your head that you were thinking of when he was asking to be let out, and you were like, no,
Again, it's the
no.
boy calling wolf.
Okay, but where does this game end? You say this is a game, you got somebody in
Obviously,
there.
like, the wrong way.
So what was your intention for leaving him in there?
And it's not fair. It is not fair. You guys are trying to, again, he's in there. Night, night.
That's what happened.
No.
That's absolutely what happened.
Intentionally.
How's it not? You got up off the couch, walked up a flight of stairs, and got in your bed.
Thinking he was going to get out.
And he didn't, and you still didn't go down and
And
check
it's
on
the
him.
whole 30-minute thing that you guys are trying
I
to
don't care
do,
about 30
whatever.
minutes.
It's like, for all I know, it's 10 minutes.
His life. He's begging for his life, telling you he can't breathe.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, I don't. I didn't intentionally mean for this to happen.
But you
Then what
can't
did you
tell us
intend?
why you left him in there and went upstairs. That's my only issue. Like, what am I supposed to write? What do I write?
So my thing is, though, it's, what I have a feeling is, I went upstairs and just hit the bed, kind of thing. But, again, I'm thinking, he'll be up here any minute. But then I go out.
But my question is, why didn't you just let him out prior to going up?
I don't know why.
He's begging to be let out. He's not laughing. He's not having fun.
Guys, I know. I don't
You said this
know.
was supposed to be fun. You were laughing before. Before you said he was laughing, you were laughing, you went upstairs, he had his fingers out of the bag and he was playing. Well, obviously that's not the case.
So are you guys, so what is it you're trying to, like...
We're just trying to figure out why.
Why? What?
Why?
What was the motivation for leaving him in the bag?
Why he was left in the bag? Why the video?
I didn't have any motivation. It was he and I having a great day, fooling around and being stupid, and apparently me going upstairs and hitting the bed, not going to sleep, where it's like, I'm tired now, I'm going to go to sleep.
Well, that's excluding, it's a good analogy for the day, excluding the fact that he's got a bump on the back of his head, a bump on the front of his head, and his lip is busted, and he has a bump on his eye.
I don't know what you all want me to tell you. Like, this is not fair at all,
Yes.
that you all are assuming that that's from me.
Where else did it come
If
from?
you were, say it's opposite, you were in the suitcase and you're asking to be let out, would you hope that that person would let you out? Like, you're asking to be let out of a suitcase, should they not let you out?
Eventually. I'm guessing. I mean, I'm blaming it on the wine.
Blaming it on the wine?
So you guys are like assuming that,
You keep saying we're assuming, or we haven't
We're
assumed
asking you
anything.
questions.
but you guys are assuming that that's what I did.
No, by what,
Like, this is-
the facts of what happened. We got there, you said you pulled him out of a suitcase, you said you went up, you went to bed. We're not assuming that. These are the facts that you're telling us.
But
Now
when
we're
then
asking
it's
you
like,
to
oh, I'm
explain them.
tired. Oh, I'm tired.
Well, that's what you told me on a sworn recorded statement yesterday. Because when I said, oh, you went upstairs and passed out, you were like, no, I did not pass out. You got attitude with me because you were
Yep.
thought I was assuming that you were drunk. So that's an assumption. That was an assumption when I said
Yeah.
you passed out. And guess what? You corrected me.
You were very adamant about the fact that both of you had your wits about you. What's your favorite word to use?
Compass mentis.
You've used it today, too, to say that you guys were within your wits. There's two empty bottles of wine.
No, but you drank both of them.
I think you did.
We didn't.
There's receipts for the
They were
statement
both
back there.
purchased yesterday, so I don't know how you didn't, because they weren't there the day before.
The one
There's two
was.
Publix receipts from yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing purchased on either one was a single bottle of wine, two of them. So we have each bottle of wine that was empty in your garbage can that you purchased yesterday, or he purchased, but you two would have consumed together.
Okay, well, I
mean, there's receipts, so it's not even worth the going back.
So this is, so I don't know what you guys are, I don't know.
We were just hoping that we could figure out why you...
What was the motivation?
There was no motivation.
Well,
We're watching a video that, after talking to you, everything was laughing and fun. Now we're watching a video where it's not laughing and fun. He's begging for his life, and you are in a very angry voice telling him to fuck off.
No.
Yes,
It's not.
that's absolutely what it was. It's not an assumption. The video's there. We played it for you.
So you guys think that I intentionally...
You did. You got up off the couch
it doesn't
and
matter
walked
what
up
we
the couch, or walked up the stairs and got into bed. That was intentional. There's no way getting around that. You intentionally did that. Nobody drugged you up there. You didn't float up damn stairs.
Okay, well, it's not fair. It's not fair that you guys keep trying to say that that's what I did.
I don't know what to tell you.
You told us that. You didn't go upstairs?
Again, there was a hole in a suitcase. I unzipped it from the hole with one finger.
Well, the damn hole didn't do him no good, did it?
But he could push it open.
No, he
Did he?
couldn't. The video
No.
shows him pushing up.
And
If he could push it open, why wouldn't he have gotten out himself? Why would he beg you to open it?
tell
Okay.
you he can't breathe.
Okay.
If
I-
someone
I-
can do something for themselves, they're going to do it. They don't need assistance unless they need assistance.
So, but why would he start doing it?
Because he couldn't, because it was all the way zipped.
Okay.
Didn't see it.
It wasn't. I intentionally didn't do it. That I intentionally did not do.
What's that? You didn't intentionally do what?
Zip it all the way. He nor I
Well, he's dead as a result
laid
of your
hands
action.
on each other.
He is dead as a result
I
of your
understand that.
action. So,
That's why
You
this...
two didn't lay hands on each other.
No. No. I don't have anything.
You're right.
He doesn't. Whatever that is, whatever it is.
He does.
See, this is what happens. It's not fair that you guys, just because he has those, automatically blame it on me. Like,
well,
Where else
what
did
about
he
when
go?
you had your injuries and he gets arrested? Is that not fair?
really? Like,
It's the
really?
exact
Yeah.
same thing.
Really?
He has injuries. You have injuries. Like, what does that mean?
I don't have any injuries.
Correct.
Because
So
he
nothing
and I
happened to
have
you.
not been at it with one another.
So every time that you guys fight, you both hit each other? So you should have probably
No.
gone to jail all those times that he went to
No.
jail for domestic?
Well, the one time I did. But he completely trashed the police report. Because that's nothing what happened. Because the reason why I got taken in was because my story was different than his. So I'm being portrayed as like this abuser.
We're not saying that he doesn't abuse you.
Absolutely.
We're not saying.
So I'm the one that's being portrayed as the abuser.
Because he's
I have
poor.
never dealt with anything like this before. I don't know what to do, how to do it, and I always know what to do and how to do it. This, I don't know. So I don't know, like, what's going on or, like...
We are simply trying to find out as well. Again, we got one side of the story. You're telling us, we're going with what you're saying, but then we find stuff that negates what you're telling us.
And I don't even remember doing that.
Okay. You're telling us that we're assuming stuff, but what we're simply doing is telling you what we saw in the video and
I
repeating what
understand.
you told us.
I understand. Because I don't remember that.
Okay? Doesn't mean it didn't happen just because you don't remember it.
So is the texting thing something about me? Like, what's...
The what? Texting? Oh, no, I'm texting.
No,
You guys are scaring me, so, like, I don't know, like, what to expect. I mean, I had questions of things that need to be taken care of. Like, I don't...
What are
I
your
mean-
questions?
I have one last question. You realize you're the person that killed him, right?
I thought about that.
Okay, you left him in a bag when he's begging you, saying, I can't breathe, let me out, and you said, fuck you. And you got up off the couch and went upstairs and left him in that bag.
Not
died.
intentionally.
Again,
I would never do that to George.
you did.
Not
It happened.
intentionally. Know that.
I don't.
Know that.
You got up and you went up to bed.
Alcohol is a shitty thing. It's alcohol.
So
Not,
alcohol
again,
is the reason that you killed him?
you all,
Please sit down.
listen to me.
Please sit down.
You all, listen. I did not intentionally kill him.
So your intention.
I don't know what it is I
to
need to
punish
do
him?
or how to do it or what to say or how to say it.
But what was your intention?
Everyone knows. Everyone knows everything that I've done for George and love him and continuously helped him throughout his life with me and made him a happier, better person.
And everybody has their limits.
Everyone knows that.
Everybody has their limits.
So it's like, okay, so while we're in a good place right now, I'm going to snap? Is that what it, while we're in a good place right now?
You did.
Yes. Absolutely. I got you on video screaming, "Fuck you."
This is what it feels like when you're choking me. This is what it feels like.
Which was however long ago. You said
The
it.
video was from last night.
Clearly,
So it wasn't
Still
that,
inside you.
yeah.
there's still feelings towards it. You wouldn't say it if you didn't feel it,
But I would never do that.
but it happened, and you did.
But you
But
did.
that's after being playful
But no one's
and
laughing.
having a good day.
No one's laughing except you.
Everybody's
I would hate to see
having
a
a good
bad
day. Oh, I'm sorry?
I would hate to see a bad day.
Y'all are making me out to be this person that I'm not. Or will I ever be.
Or are you a different person when you're drunk?
People have different personalities after they consume alcohol.
It depends. Well,
Because you're sober now, so sober you.
Nice
Well, what
person,
about drunk
easy
you?
going.
not, it's both of us. It's both of us. And it's not fair that you all are assuming that the marks that he has on him are from me.
We asked you where they came from.
I have no idea.
Well, nobody else was there, so nobody else was.
I have no idea. I swear I did not lay a hand on him,
Okay. You just zipped them in the bag.
nor he.
You just zipped them in the bag. And then you flipped the bag around several times.
I didn't do that intentionally.
You didn't intentionally flip the bag around?
No, why would I do that?
Well, you
Good
told us
question,
you
you
did.
did.
When he was upside down.
Right.
Well, you had to put them upside down.
You can't get in a suitcase upside down
Yeah.
because the
Oh my
What,
gosh.
you put the
See,
stuff
that's
in
the
where his
unfortunate,
body was?
that's the unfortunate
Was
thing
upside
too,
down.
is nobody else was there. That's the
We have a
unfortunate
video
thing.
showing the suitcase in several different positions. So it shows, one, like she just said, it had to been on its back with the lid open for him to get in there, for you to zip it up. Then it shows it on the other side with him in it, so you had to flip it to there. Then there's another video where it's on its back again, so you had to flip it to
I'm
there.
leaving it like this, please. I'm leaving it like this. I did not intentionally do this. No malicious content or effort was towards this. No malicious.
I would
I'm
say,
the point of
does
the
that
video.
help you sleep? But you're not sleeping, so.
I mean,
Last night, I
The-
maybe got an hour.
Right.
in your voice, you can hear the maliciousness. The fuck you is very, very,
You don't talk to people
Obvious.
like that. That's not like a common like,
Nope.
hey Scott, fuck you.
Thank you.
That's not common. It's not something people do. And no one that sees that is gonna think that.
Okay.
So we were trying to give you an opportunity, and it is what it is.
There's no maliciousness towards
Okay.
that.
So I would probably be telling myself that too
My
after that video.
intent was not for that to happen.
But you went upstairs and went to bed. Or maybe you passed out, I don't know. whichever.
Waiting for him. And the whole time frame thing, it's like,
Regardless.
that's not really fair.
Regardless, waiting for him, it's not like you walked up the stairs. You can't fly up the stairs, no one can take you up the stairs.
Okay.
You go up the stairs, you lay in the bed, and you wait for him. Who cares if it's 5 minutes? Who cares if it's 30 freaking seconds? He's begging for his life. He's begging to get out. You go upstairs.
You leave them.
It doesn't matter. So get the time frame out of your mind. It
This
doesn't
whole
matter.
thing, look, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter, because there's this, so it doesn't matter anything what it is I say. So it makes no difference whatsoever.
It's just, you're lying, and like, you're now changing
Who's
your story.
lying about what?
You're now you were drunk.
Oh, I never said that I was drunk.
Exactly, but you did here today. That's okay.
You said earlier.
Everything recorded.
Alcohol.
You blamed it on the alcohol.
You blamed it on the alcohol. Alcohol does a lot to people.
Yes, but I never said I was drunk.
Okay.
You did.
So you did this sober. You knowingly left them down there sober.
I have already told both of you also that we were both drinking.
Right.
Okay.
But you want to admit that you were drunk? Is that?
I'm telling you all both. This has changed my life. I will take this. I don't know.
Yeah. That's a true statement.
Absolutely. But you're trying to dance around the fact that you
So, but what are you,
leave them
okay,
there.
just.
You left them in there. You're trying to
Oh my
dance around the
gosh,
fact
this
that
is-
you left them in there.
This is not,
You didn't leave him in there?
It's not cool. Like, this is not cool.
It's not cool.
That it's.
He's dead. It's
But
not
you
cool.
think that I did that intentionally. You think that I did that intentionally.
You intentionally left him in there and left the room. You went upstairs to a different room.
You intentionally did that.
You did.
Yes.
Because I'm thinking he's going to get out.
Okay, and he didn't.
Obviously not.
When somebody's begging, saying, I
But
can't
when you
breathe.
say that, though, but you have to, y'all
Please let me out. I can't
y'all
breathe.
don't know George, though. Like, again, I thought it was the boy crying wolf. So it's just like, what?
Oh, so if your son was in there and said, I can't breathe, are you going to open it, or is he 9, so he's not,
Really?
It's not a big deal.
Boy calling
I'm just valid
Really?
question.
Well, you
Right.
said you would never put your son in a suitcase. You would only put George in there.
No, George got in the suitcase.
And you
Well.
zipped it up.
Not all the way and not intentionally to leave him there.
But that's what happened. But you keep going away from it.
I don't know.
That's exactly what happened. You went up to bed,
So
woke up the next day.
are you all trying to have me admit that? Like, are you trying to have me admit that? Because I will never admit it because it's not true. It's not true.
I'm basically stating as a fact because that's what happened.
Okay.
You videotaped him asking to be let out. You go upstairs.
So what, guys? So what? Like, just, I don't know what you want me to say other than it was not out of maliciousness or intentional. I don't know what or how I can say it. I love George. Love him. To this day still. Love him.
Love makes you do crazy things.
It's not one of those things where it's like, oh gosh, you know what, I've done enough for you at this point. I never gave up on him.
Okay.
Why I'm here today, I'm still not giving up on him. I would do anything for him.
Well, you gave up checking up on him, so.
Wouldn't let him out of a suitcase.
Oh gosh. Okay.
We're simply just trying to go through, I mean, again, you gave us a completely different story that you churched up to, this was such a laughing matter.
It was fun.
Not by that
All
video.
day, all
Not by
day.
that video, that
All
part
day.
wasn't. Anybody looking at it, I don't think anybody
So-
would look at that video and go, George is having fun right now.
So why is it you all think that y'all don't know me, you don't know me,
Nope.
would do something like that, especially having a 9-year-old son?
I don't know.
Like,
what
why-
having a 9-year-old son would be.
Like,
Why are you so like caught on what we think
Yeah.
when
because
you should be
it's
more
like
concerned about what you've told us,
It's because
and
like you guys
The
are
fact
like
that George
trying.
is dead.
the things that the video shows that are opposite of what you told us, and then what you've now
Like
told
what
us
is
here
opposite?
today. Well, you said that it was funny, and you're the only one laughing.
We were playing before that.
Okay.
But then it stops.
Yeah.
It obviously stops being fun.
Well,
Because you're screaming at him, he's
I'm
begging
not
to get
screaming
out.
at him.
Sounds like screaming at me.
I don't know what you all want me to tell you. In no way, shape, or form was this intentional. At all. ever.
Okay. Are you still going to allow us to do your fingernails?
Go for it.
Go for it. Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to get that set up. Do you need any more water?
No, but when you come back, can I ask about this?
Yeah.
What is that? What's in the bag or in the
So what?
package?
Just don't understand.
So it
I don't
wasn't...
understand how your story changes so much to the
How
fact
is
that...
it changing? Please help me explain, understand.
You went on about how this was such a playful thing and you guys were laughing, and it probably was for a few minutes, but then it obviously changes. The whole demeanor of this whole situation completely changes. It's not the funny, laughing matter. He's not laughing at all.
I didn't think he was being serious.
You absolutely sound serious.
I
When you're
didn't think
answering
so.
them.
Like, just,
You don't think your voice, you sounded serious?
it's, okay. I don't know what you want me to tell you. It was a great day.
Okay.
It didn't end well, obviously.
I was going to say, that's, I mean...
I can't explain to you, how horrific it was
Okay.
to find him. Horrific. Because I don't remember taking those videos.
Okay.
How horrific. I'm thinking he's in the bathroom. I'm thinking he's downstairs in the laptop. I can't find him. So what's going to happen? Like,
Here's what gets me, though, is you don't remember taking videos, you don't know where he is, you don't remember him being in the suitcase, and you're still telling me that you had your wits about you. How does somebody have their wits about them when...
See, that's the thing, too. But you can clearly tell that I had been drinking some. You can clearly tell.
I had several people that came up to me in that apartment complex said that you were drunk on a daily basis.
Oh, my
And you were screaming at
gosh.
him
Right.
regularly.
Right.
Really?
Right. Talk to the property manager. Talk to the property manager.
Okay.
Because it's not...
These are your neighbors, the one that live next to you. Your property manager does not live next to you. They see you every day. How many,
my
you had two neighbors you went
gosh.
to and asked to go
See,
use the
that is
restroom.
just
and
not
they said no.
fair.
Hold on. You had two different neighbors that lived directly next to you. You asked to use the restroom and they told you no and turned you away. You had to go across the way to somebody else.
No, okay. Kim and Kim is not a nice person.
Okay.
She's just automatically not nice. Even after me and Lucas went over there and introduced ourselves, she's just not a nice person.
Then why would you think she would let you use a restroom?
Because Eli was in there. Eli comes over and talks to us sometimes, which I think pisses Kim off because he comes over and talks to us. The two of them, they're like super standoffish all the time. My neighbors down the street, down the way, their toilet was broken. They had stuff in the bathroom. So then they're like, go over there and try over there.
There's two bathrooms.
I wouldn't let somebody go upstairs and use my personal bathroom. That's what the downstairs one is for.
If it's somebody you like, would you? Somebody you knew?
They're in the process of doing all this stuff in the kitchen, and there's stuff in the bathroom, and the toilet doesn't work. Just walk across the way. No problem. And of course they let me in. Them and them, they're together. They're families. And nonetheless, if you really want to know, and I hope it doesn't get them in trouble, but he is over here illegally. So he's trying to work on getting his green card.
What does that have to do with you using the restroom?
They didn't want to be involved.
Should I use yours? You gotta use yours.
No, I was asking last night, because, I mean, we had several different people in the
Assuming
neighborhood
that
come up saying
Eli
that
and
she
Kim.
was drunk on a regular basis.
Eli and Kim. Okay.
She keeps trying to make him look bad. George. Oh, he's over there illegally. Oh, he hits me. I have to, he's the aggressor. Basically, I have to run away and I have to help him and he's a mess and blah, blah. Always like just bashing him. What a piece of work this lady is. Dang it. I'm going to go get some coffee, but I'll be listening.
Okay. Did you ask Benny next door?
Those are the ones next door that she asked to use the restroom, and they said no.
No, she said no.
Okay.
And like I said, she's not a nice person.
They're coming. What are your questions?
Yep.
I can help you with.
Who's coming?
To do the fingernails.
Yeah, you said that we could.
And you don't have to allow us to do it, just so you know. So don't think that it's...
I don't have a problem.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
So, am I getting my phone back?
No.
Not today.
What about Lucas's laptop?
No.
Not today.
Not today.
What does that mean?
We're still going through everything.
Oh, that's fine.
You're the one just telling us there's videos that we need to see on it, so we need
That's
to do our
fine.
due diligence that we go through everything.
See, and that backfires on me now, too, because now you all think that I had even more, in quotes, intent to do what I did to him, which was not intentional.
What's that?
In that, is that correct?
She's asking about your tag in your hand.
No, but I'm asking if that's correct.
No, I'm not going to
We're not
agree to
making
anything that you're saying. I'm not, that you're...
So, his probation officer,
Mm-hmm.
do you all inform her, or do I need to call her?
We don't have to inform her, so if you would like to call her, you can. Are you saying because he's still on probation?
No, but because of the nice lady that she is and all that she's done for him, I didn't know how it was.
Legally, we just have to tell his parents, and we don't go telling,
Everybody else?
I didn't even know who his probation officer was, so no, I wouldn't go tell
So
him.
the same thing for classes. I need to do that too.
Classes. You need to do what?
Substance abuse class and his battery
cancel them.
intervention.
Yeah, we
Something
don't
else I
have
was
to
just
call
getting ready to
him.
ask. So, other than this, so initially, what was the cause of death?
She is still pending because she wants to hold the body for an additional day to see if more of those bruises turn into something bigger. And she's doing some other tests that she's got to do. So she's pending it for now.
So, and that couldn't have been because of him being in the suitcase? Or y'all are saying that I physically did it?
That's what she's determining.
So,
The ones on the head, I asked her, could that have been from the suitcase, and she said she didn't think so.
I didn't touch him, nor did he touch me.
Okay.
I'm leaving it at that.
Okay.
So, I don't know if you all know how to do this, because so that's what I was going to get ready to ask you. So, are you all updating his parents today, or when you get final whatevers?
What does it matter? Why? What we tell his parents? What do you mean?
Because
We're gonna talk with them.
Yeah.
okay,
I have to
but it's going to come
like-
down to me.
What do you mean?
Like, so it's being put on me.
Who said that?
But I'm not, so what is it you would tell them?
We're gonna give them an update, just like we gave you an update on their autopsy.
Okay, so it's whatever
Well,
bruise,
here's the thing.
whatever on the head.
We had to deliver news to them last night that their son was dead. There's not a whole lot of conversation that goes on after that. It's not a very easy thing
Was
to
it
do.
yesterday or Sunday? Sunday. Today's Tuesday, right?
Did we not meet you yesterday? We met you yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm just asking. Right? Did we not meet yesterday?
It's a valid question.
Really? Yes, on Monday.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Perfect.
So I don't know if I asked you guys or how I find this out other than talking to his parents, which is not going to happen.
Yeah, probably a terrible idea.
How do you guys suggest me finding out about funeral?
Yeah.
That's not even something that's been probably talked about between the family. That's not something we ask. We have no way of...
I didn't know, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
It'll
So,
be up to them to make the arrangements of what they want to do. Like, she just told you this quick, just being told last night, I'll pretty much be willing to wager that they have not even considered what they're going to do.
His body can't even be released,
No.
so...
I've been there with parents, grandparents, and uncles. So, I don't know if I have the right to or not, but like I was going to call his former employees whom he really cared for and let them know.
You can call whoever you want.
I just don't want to do something that I'm not supposed to. How do I go about getting his wedding ring, engagement ring?
It's at the medical examiner's office. It'll come to us eventually, and then
It'll be released to
oh,
the next
family.
of kin.
Yeah. Okay.
I bought it for him.
Okay.
That is a civil issue. It was on his finger, it goes to them, they're the ones that are going to release it. We don't have any say in that.
So I won't get that back. So for all of this, like, how do I find out what's what and how many, like, what's been found?
What do you mean?
Pillow with stain, swabs of stain from pillow, suitcase.
That will all be sent off to
FDLE?
FDLE, Florida Department of Law Enforcement. They do their testing.
So, and then like whatever white can with blood and necktie with blood was from the suitcase.
Correct.
Why would you guys, oh, you'll see it in there, the baseball bat, for Lucas. And the receipts. And this is just his phone, my phone, and then the laptop.
Yeah, when anything can be released, we will release it, but we are very early in this investigation, and it's not an overnight process, unfortunately.
So, what's next?
They're going to come and swab your fingers.
No, I'm talking about, like, in the long run. Like, what do I need to, like, do I need to be doing something, or, like...
I can't tell you, like, what to do. And
I mean, like, so, like, for, like, I don't understand, like, I don't know if you guys are just gonna, like, because it makes it sound like, to me, like, I'm being accused of something that was not intentional. I'm being accused of it. And a handful of other things that I'm being accused of.
Okay.
So I don't want to be at home with Lucas and you guys show up.
Okay.
I understand that.
So...
we're still investigating. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
So is there going to be concrete whatever it is, and then it's like, okay, this is what it is kind of thing? Or like, because I've done the whole court thing. I've done the whole attorney thing. I've done whatever. So if I'm not admitting anything about being intentional and I killed George,
Okay.
that's not the situation, but it's trying to be pinned on me.
Okay.
That was not my intent. But it's trying to be pinned on me. So however, or whatever it is I need to do in order for that to be proven, then I need to do so, which is why I'm trying to get my ducks in a row.
Okay.
So that's why I'm asking what the next step is other than me getting my nails swabbed.
I mean, you want me to tell you how to not be accused of a crime? Is that what you're asking? Like, I don't know what you
I'm trying to prepare myself for whatever may need to be done so I can, I guess, stick up for myself.
I mean, I think you're doing just fine. You came, you talked.
I just don't want you guys to, again, show up and Lucas is in the house.
Well, we did tell you yesterday that we don't want to do anything around your son, hence why you came to us. So I don't know why you think that's going to change.
That and or me not just show up back home.
I'm sorry, what? That or what?
Me just not show up back home. That's what, oh, he's so happy that I'm staying over at the house with Brian. Like, so happy. And I'm not going back to the house, to my house, for however long I can stay over here because of whatever to blow over.
Mm-hmm.
And again, if you don't mind me asking, so for whatever it is you all are claiming from the videos, which, yeah, is that what you're going to tell them, like his parents? It's like, oh yeah, and by the way, she did.
Did what?
I mean, what would you tell him?
I don't think it really matters what we're going to tell the parents.
Oh yeah, it is, it's fuel to the fire.
Well, we can't hide things, and I don't know, I'm not saying we're going to go, I'm not saying that we're going to go and tell them every single thing we have, but again, this is the Orange County Sheriff's Office, that's public record, so eventually, like, this all will come out.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'm not,
Matter of time.
you're making it sound like we're going to tell them something, so then your life is in danger, and I don't like that accusation.
No.
So let's just nip that in the butt right now.
Well, that's what's going to happen.
I cannot
But we
choose.
What are we gonna tell them?
But we can't even, but so technically there's no concrete report yet even.
Right, so
it's,
you want me to like tell you exactly what I'm going to tell them. I don't know what I'm going to tell them. I don't know what I'm going to tell them. Let's just leave it at that. Just like you don't know why you went upstairs. I don't know what I'm going to tell them.
So,
Parents that are dealing with.
can I call you the way that I did last time?
Yeah, my phone is an open line. Missy should be here. I don't know what's taking so long.
What's coming out for looking through.
I get it. Look, I get it. That looks really bad.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what scares me. Like, what do I need to plan on? Like, what do I need to plan on? I promise you, on my son's life, it was not intentional. I promise you, on Lucas's life, it was not intentional.
I don't know you. I can't say I know anything about you. I don't know what would be a true statement, what would not. I mean, if you're promising on your son's life, that's fine.
That's how much it means.
Sorry.
That's how much it, look, that's how much it means.
Okay.
I hope you take that to heart. Please.
And it's documented that you said that, yeah. I get it.
Do you have any idea when I can get my phone back?
No telling.
What do you say?
I just said no telling. I mean, our digital forensics unit is, got a lot of cases on their plate. I mean.
Well, and that's not
This is
technically my
one.
laptop, it's Lucas's laptop.
Okay.
But he plays, you'll see all the games that he has on there.
As soon as we can get that back to Lucas, we will. As soon as we can release your phone, we will. But we have no way of being able to tell you because we don't have control over their caseload and how they arrange what they do. So I don't know. And at this point, I think, honestly, with everything else that's going on, that should probably be at the bottom of your list of worries.
I'm trying to make Lucas happy so he can have his laptop back.
Okay. Okay.
Did Brian not have a laptop for him?
He has his laptop that he has to do for work, that he doesn't want him using it or breaking or dropping. It's not a big deal. There's nothing on the laptop anyway. So you will keep me posted, like updated.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thing, is I'm trying to figure out what I need to do in the meantime.
I don't know. I can't, like, I don't know what to tell you, though. Like, what?
But you all have more information than I do, where it's, yeah, you might want to, or yeah, you might want to.
I'm sorry, what?
Like, we have more information on what?
Like,
We told you everything that we have. You know everything that we know. And most of it we got from you.
but that, like I was telling her, like, yeah, that's bad. Like, which I swore in my son's life was unintentional. So that's why I'm trying to figure out what I need to do for myself
Okay.
going forward with this, nonetheless, with his family. And are you all just showing up with Lucas in the house?
I think we've already both told you that we would be mindful of any situations.
So you guys, I guess you're going to call me tomorrow? Or do we need to come back down here?
I'll chat with you next time. I have no idea when I'm going to call you next.
Isn't the report come out tomorrow?
No.
What report?
I'm just saying a report is generated through us, and the sheriff's office is a public entity. So if someone were to come request something, then...
No, I'm talking about his autopsy.
She's waiting and doing our follow-up, but...
She's looking at him again tomorrow.
Yeah.
But she won't be finished with him because she's pending for other stuff.
So after this, what? I'm done? For now? How long does this stuff take to get back?
The
Most
FGLE
of that
results?
you won't get back. The swabs and stuff will stay.
But I'll know about it?
Sorry. Our dispatch center keeps calling my phone, and I keep having to have other people call them to see what they need.
I hope you all can really both truly understand that that was not my intent. I miss him a lot.
I mean,
No more.
but my question has remained the same. What do you expect to happen to somebody when you leave them in a position like that?
Yes, but you have to understand too.
No, just what would you expect to happen to somebody when you leave them in a position?
I had no idea because I've never done it before.
Why have you never done it before?
Why would I?
Exactly.
Why would I do it before?
I was thinking the same thing. He beat me to it. I was gonna do the same thing. I was like, exactly. That's the whole point. When she made that face, like, no, of course I never did that. And he even brought that up. He was trying to get like an answer at that part too. Remember? It's like, do you see your reaction? That's why we're sitting here wondering, because it's ridiculous. Who does that? And I love these. Exactly. He's reading my mind.
Why did you do it now?
I clearly have said why. Why?
No, you don't know why. You just know that it's not intentional, but you don't know why. But that's okay.
Really?
I'm not trying to force you to say something that you don't know.
It's feeding and penning. The fact that you guys would assume that I'm that kind of person.
We're not assuming anything. We're going by the facts. It happened.
Like you said, you don't know me. What time is it, please?
4:46.
in itself, for me to have to live with getting him out and doing what I did is punishment enough.
Bellis, are you serious?
I think that's
I don't
why I
rem-
haven't slept. Because that's all I see. So that right there says something.
Yeah, that you're nervous about going to jail,
Not my
probably.
intention.
You may have killed somebody. Doesn't mean you're. Thank you, Bella.
I was like,
I mean-
I literally heard the beep and I was like, that
Nonetheless, I have to live without him now.
Yeah.
Nonetheless.
Yeah.
Punishment in itself.
Yeah. Definitely a tragic situation.
I am through with alcohol. And it's unfortunate that stupid things like this happen.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Nonetheless, I have to live without him now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. His daughters too.
Are you trying to make it worse?
Sorry, what?
Are you trying to make it worse?
Make what worse?
How I feel?
There's no comment. I mean,
CSI that was there yesterday. I think she took your photos.
Yeah, she's cleaning them. Did you see her? She was. Did you guys see it? She definitely was like picking them with her other nail.
So I'm just going to take your swab and go around on one hand and then do the separate one for your other hand. Okay?
Oh yeah, you want me to rewind it a little bit? Hold on. It's just really quick, but she was like picking at it. But you shouldn't be doing that. Like if she had nothing to hide, why wouldn't she just like be like, oh, big deal? But it was like she was like picking a couple out. Here, I'll rewind it a tad. So let's see, we're at 142.06. So I'll do it to like right when she walks in. Okay, that should be good.
CSI that was there yesterday. I think she took your photos.
Make sure you keep watching because it's really quick because then the girl stands in front of her. You can't see it. Come on. Yeah, only a couple. I mean, she didn't get them all out, but it's just like, what? She was probably just like, I'm going to try to get them out. Look, right there. She did this one, then she went to this one. I mean, I don't know. And who knows if she's still doing it right now? We can't see. That one girl's not paying attention.
So I'm just going to take a song and go around on one hand and then do the separate.
It could be, and she wouldn't be able to get it all out anyway, but still. And it could just have been like a reaction because she knew. I mean, I don't know.
Right hand.
Thank you, Lame, for joining. Love me? Wait, is it love me or lame? Wait, maybe it's love me, huh? Not lame. Oh my god, right? Oh no, you gotta tell me. Thank you. Could have been talking during this. I'm just like, it's all quiet. Yes, you did. Thank you. That was you. I just got it. Hold on. I was going to think. Where's it at? Thank you. Yes. I see that. Thank you so much. Cash App. Yes. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Are you guys still witty stuff? Because there's like always like some kind of something going on. I don't know if we should do one of those too. In between. I've been kind of like, I watched a few things on that today. I don't know why that came up. I got a notification on it. That's why. Sorry. Okay.
Okay, I'm done with all these. Okay, Sarah. So, you're not free to go. Okay. Oh, do you promise everything you told us was the truth? Or no? Everything we've talked about today?
Yes. What do you mean?
He asked to swear. Remember how I swore you yesterday on the audio recording? I just forgot, so he raised his hand to remind me, to tell you.
Okay.
Do you promise and swear that everything we talked about today has been true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
For which?
True and accurate to the best of your knowledge.
What, that it wasn't intentional?
Everything you've said
told
today,
us.
everything that's come out of your mouth has been true and accurate to the best of your knowledge.
To the best of my knowledge.
Correct. Yes.
Why?
Because
That's how
anytime
you
we talk
swear.
to somebody, we want to assure that everything that we talked about is
True and
Oh my
accurate to the best of that person's knowledge.
I have never
Answer your
heard a
question.
To the best.
real quick. I've never heard anybody respond to that part like that. Have you? Well, I've seen a lot of these where they ask that. I've never heard a response like that. Like where you're doubting it. Like, well, why are you asking me that? Like just how she just reacted. God, she's something else.
Best of my knowledge.
To the best of your knowledge.
Everything that you've told us today is true and accurate to the best of your knowledge.
Yes, but it was not intentional.
Okay. Okay.
All right, do me a favor, stand up. I need you to turn around, face the wall, put your hands behind your back. Do you have anything in your pockets that I should know about?
No.
Okay.
Why is this happening?
Because George is dead.
Not intentionally.
We understand that.
He's still dead.
Well, we don't
Someone
really
needs to
understand
call
that.
Brian, please.
Okay.
Or can I not make a phone call?
You'll be able to make a phone call when we get you down to the jail.
So
You'll
why
be
is this
afforded-
happening? So this was a trick.
No, it's not
No,
a trick.
not
How's
a
it a
trick.
trick? I'm in here to ask you to explain a few things to us, and
You were read your rights.
your response to everything was basically, I didn't do it.
Intentionally.
I have to go through that.
Doesn't matter. He's still dead. Do me a favor. Have a seat.
Thank you, Bellis, and thank you, Elisa.
Really.
So if I didn't show up. Why is
You're
this
trying-
happening?
Because
Before y'all said I could leave.
when
That I was done after this, after that.
we were done, yes, we were done. Absolutely.
So now, so that's what it is,
We are done.
right?
Uh,
Not intentional.
Okay.
So what am I supposed to do now?
You will,
Someone needs to call Brian.
okay.
Lucas is waiting for Mom to come home. This was not my intention. I thought I was waiting for you all to come and figure out what's what and how many.
That's what we're trying to do.
And I was going to be able to go home and see Lucas. Now he's just not going to have me come home. So there's nothing that I can do.
All right, no.
There's nothing that I can do in order to go home and see Lucas and prepare.
Not right now, no. You'll be afforded a time in court, you'll be afforded an attorney, you'll be afforded a chance to talk to a judge, and all that stuff will be worked out.
But what's the time frame for that, though?
I have no way of being able to tell you. You should make first appearance probably by tomorrow morning, if not tonight, depending how things are busy, how quickly you get down there. I
had a
don't work in
suspicion
there.
this was going to happen. And I need water, like, really bad, please.
How is she?
Her in the water. Look at her.
You all check me down here.
Absolutely
See her
not.
go. Look at the looks. Oh my God.
I just got those.
Okay. They are not allowed in the jail.
So I can't even smoke cigarettes if I go.
She just got her cigarettes.
What? Am I good on that?
She's. Look at her looking at him.
And what am I supposed to do with my car?
You'll be fine where it is. When you get down there, you'll have 3 phones, you'll be able to call.
What, as soon as possible?
Yeah, once you get down there, get booked in, you'll be able to use a phone in the waiting
But how
area.
long will that take? Because I need to talk to Brian.
I know it depends how busy, how quickly they get you through. I'd probably say within the hour. It's a free phone
Yes?
call
Yeah.
in the lobby. It's a free phone
All
call.
I'm doing is bringing you there, sign
Yep.
up this paper, and you're going to do it.
She has no clue.
So can I ask you, or whoever it is, those holding cells, the holding cells, am I going to be put in one of those?
I don't know.
Last time I had a panic attack.
Let them know that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you're familiar with the Big Bay.
Wait a minute. I just have to point out something here. You had a panic attack in the holding cells, what? Because they're small. Can you imagine what George was going through in a freaking suitcase that was, what was it, 24 inches or was it 29 inches by 20? I think it was 24, right? Or 26 maybe or something. It was not that long by 20. And you're talking about having a panic attack in a freaking holding cell. And he's in this tiny little suitcase. Come on now. It reminds me of the Shonda and Paul complaining about the stuff that they did, you know, about the food and about the showers and about being cold and stuff. Gotta be kidding me.
As long as you go in and you act civil to them, they'll set you in the Big Bay. And you'll be left there for
Can
a
you
while.
request that while I'm there?
No, that's not up to us. We don't work at the jail.
As long as what he's saying is, if you don't
If you
act up,
go in and act like this, you'll go in and they'll put you in the Big Bay. If you go in there screaming and kicking and yelling and
Why would
cursing
I
at
do
people,
that?
I don't know. I'm just letting you know that's what happens. That's how they weed people out. If you go in acting like this,
So I asked for the Big Bay?
they'll put you there as long as you're acting like this.
Yeah, because the last time I had a major panic attack on those little things.
Hey,
let them know.
change the cups. Call it a
Go ahead,
day.
stand up.
I have not
So
found
what am I
anything.
going to do with my purse? Oh, sorry.
Said it again. And
First,
said
it's
it
going to come, but the cigarettes and stuff can't, so.
again. Little thing. She said I had a panic attack in the little thing or little room or whatever she said. I think she said
Mine
thing.
are the opposite, so.
Ridiculous.
What made you all decide to do this?
Made us decide to do this?
Uh-huh.
George is dead.
You guys, I knew this was going to happen.
You did? Okay.
So I came
Well,
down
we
here
gave-
willingly.
Yes, absolutely. We were trying to figure out what's going on. We're still trying to figure out what's going on.
Unintentionally.
Well, intentional or not, George is dead. You act like when you say unintentionally, that absolves you from everything.
I need to get, I have my, I don't know if it's
And you
able
need-
to be
you
or
need
not.
your oil then. I apologize.
No, no, it's okay.
I have things in my car that I need to.
Okay.
Put your, for a second.
You're
What
not
kind
going
of
to
stuff do you
get
have in your car that you're worried about?
Well, I have my medication.
Okay, they have a
They won't-
pharmacy
Yeah, they
there,
won't let you
so
take
if
your
there's
own.
something that you have to have right away, you'll be seeing a
It's
nurse.
panic attack stuff.
Well, again, when you get
Right.
checked in, you're going to be seeing a
Can I
nurse,
turn around now?
and that they have a pharmacy there, so they'll be able to take care
She
of any
won't
kind of
get
that
that.
stuff. That protocol
Nothing.
is out of my realm. I don't work down there, so I don't know, but I do know they do have a pharmacy, and that you will be afforded to see somebody. Okay?
All done?
Yes, ma'am. I said no.
Yeah.
My bad.
No.
1 second. Hold on. Okay, so that's that interrogation. So what I think I'm going to do, because we're only on 2 hours, so maybe I'll finish reading the rest of the affidavit real quick, and then the next one we could do some of the audio interviews and the letters that she wrote, because those are funny. She wrote letters to the judges, and like, yeah, those are pretty. Knowing her, like, you see how she is, they're ridiculous. So we could do that the next time. So yeah, we should be able to no, and then this will be this is going to be a 4-parter, or maybe even more. This is going to be at least 4 parts, probably. Okay, so let's see what else we have for that affidavit. But dang, that was entertaining, because she is something else. That's actually why the first time that we watched this, how many years ago, like 2 or 3, when it was me and Bella, I think, did a reaction to it. I missed so much stuff I do not remember. It was better, like, I feel like I had more fun. I know that's horrible to say, but it was kind of better watching it this time for some reason. Like, I caught more, almost, I would say, funny stuff, or just like ridiculous stuff. Dang it. I don't know, generally speaking. I'm gonna try, but for some reason I don't think yet, at least, because she hasn't been to trial yet. So I don't think they're gonna release those, because if they're not a part of this case, well, even if they were a part of this case, see, I feel like we do have some, I mean, we're getting the stuff that was released, but there's not a ton in these case files in reality compared to some cases. But I think it's because the trial hasn't happened. So I think if I would request the case files after the trial, I think there would be a lot more stuff in them. I mean, maybe I could be wrong, but sometimes they keep stuff until the case is closed, and then you could get more. And since the case is still open, I don't think they will. I could try, but I think we'll probably be better off wait until after the trial and then maybe. But I could try, though. I could try. I don't know, maybe. I'm trying to think from other, like, jail calls. Wait, hold on a second. Wasn't the Alec Murdaugh calls, wasn't some of those calls released before the trial? Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm trying to think some of the calls that were out and when they got released. So I don't know. I will try, maybe. Okay, so yeah. All right, let me bring up the rest of that. She's something else, dude. Like, her personality makes me want her to get like the max sentence. Just the way she is, like how she just. I could see what poor George probably went through with that lady, like acting like she's his savior and she could, save him for this and this, save him from himself, because she knows him better than he knows himself. Remember? She said that. So can you see how that would go into effect with their relationship, her thinking that? That has to be horrible, being with that woman. And then her first husband, like, he said, because there'll be a couple audio interviews, he was talking about, like, well, we'll listen to him, but yeah, we'll wait till we listen to him so we could talk about him. But okay, so let me bring up this affidavit. 1 second, guys. Oh, I still have it up from yesterday. All right, cool. I have it up on the page too. Yeah. All right, let's do this. We could probably finish it, right, guys? All right. But thank you, Lisa. That's so sweet. And Chelsea Conley, I wanted to look that up. Somebody said she's on, was she in trouble for like a Brady violation? Is that what you said? Chelsea Conley. I want to look that up, guys, too. Because she was really, I liked her, at least in this. I'm not saying she hasn't done something shady, because if you're saying that she got in trouble for something, let's see. Chelsea Conley, so that's Florida. Brown County, or not Brown. What was that? Orange. What county was that? Here, let me look on the thing. Hold on, guys. I'm bringing it up. Don't worry. Just give me a minute. Orange County. Yeah, it is Orange County. Isn't there Orange County in California too? Right? All right, hold on. We gotta look real quick. I just like, hold on, let's watch. I just typed it in, and then we'll get to the other stuff. But are you guys interested in just seeing if we could find something on her? Where did the person that said that? Where did you get that information about Chelsea? I'm just curious because I just typed in her name and then I typed in Orange County just to see. Is this, so this is her LinkedIn. Wait, I kind of want, would this be her? No, marine biology. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Let me see what you guys are saying. Orange County Clerk of Court's website. Okay. I just want to see if any. Okay, yeah, it's not going to come up that way. I was thinking if there was like a charge on her or something, it would come up in like a news. You know what I'm saying? But what did you say? Hold on. Dang it, I should have started that. Are you guys interested in looking at that real quick, right? Orange County Clerk of Court's website. Orange County. Okay, Clerk of Courts, and then where should I type in her name? I never actually looked for, like, usually I'm looking for the criminal search records. Maybe I'll get it ready next time so I don't have to keep you guys waiting, and then because I'd have to look, or I haven't been on this website, so it might take me a minute to look around and stuff. So I'll have it for you. Probably. Hold on. This one is for court attorneys. Maybe this. Yeah, we'll do it another time, just because it's going to take me a minute to look around on it and stuff. All right, so let's just finish this. Okay, so we're on page 20. So we're basically just going over the arrest affidavit. Wait, are you sure it's not Chelsea Copesell? This is saying Copesell, not Connolly. You sure we got it right? Guys, maybe you guys were looking up the wrong one. I only was thinking Connolly because everybody was saying it in chat. Well, two people were saying it in chat, but why does this say Chelsea and it's spelled totally different than when I... Huh. Oh, yeah, I guess she got married, but it wasn't even, well, I guess it doesn't matter because we didn't find anything on her yet. I just spelled it wrong. Well, somebody in chat did, but that's not a big deal. Okay, well, now that I know probably how it is in there. Okay. So Chelsea, a sworn law enforcement officer to wit, but now since we watched the actual interview, we know her now. So it's cool of who it's about. Anyway, a deputy for the sheriff's office at Orange County, before the sign below, judge sign in for Orange County, who makes this affidavit and states under oath, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, second degree. You guys hear that? Okay. That is weird. I just heard somebody talking. Second degree murder, that the evidence relating to the crime is stored within the following digital iPhone. A digital device is an electronic device that can receive, store, process, or send digital information. So it's just going around digital devices. I'm not going to read all that. Talking about what digital devices are. And then it says that they got a Samsung cell phone, a Lenovo laptop, and the iPhone, and is currently being kept in a certain property in Orange County, Florida, which property is believed to be under the control of Sarah Boone, or persons unknown, in which property has or is located at the unique address of France Lane. I'm going to take these earphones out. Okay, so From the intersection of Orange Avenue and Colonial Drive, travel west to, oh, it's just giving directions. Okay. And then it's being sworn in. Dude, I keep hearing somebody talking. Am I hearing voices? Anyway. Okay. Okay. Your affiant has investigated numerous. Dude, every time I talk, I'm hearing something. I'm sorry, guys. This is really weird. Okay. Your affiant has investigated numerous misdemeanor and felony crimes involving children and adults. Since 2013, your affiant has attended numerous courses pertaining to criminal law enforcement. Your affiant has attended many classes, courses, and seminars to include sex crimes investigation process, interview and interrogations, homicide investigation, and advanced homicide. Can you guys hear? What is going on? Can you guys hear? Hello? Dude, it's only when I'm talking and it's freaking me out. Hold on. There's nothing that could be coming from feedback, though. Because I don't have that mic on. I'm sorry, guys. Hello? This isn't coming through here. Okay, I'll just try to ignore it. That is weird. It's like a whisper. Am I losing it? Oh my god. Anyway, okay, you guys. I'm gonna focus here. I'm gonna try to block that out. So she's had a lot of training, basically. So she believes your affiant has probable cause, or affiant. I ended up looking that up because I hear some people say affiant, some people say, well, I think I heard more people say affiant, and then I Googled up how to say it, and it says affiant. Hold on one second, though. Okay, sorry guys. I'm focused. Okay. On February 24th, 2020, at 13:01 hours, Orange County deputies responded to France Lane, Winter Park, Florida, in reference to a female reporting that her boyfriend George was deceased. Sarah reported playing a game of hide and seek. Sarah and George jokingly thought it would be funny if George got in the suitcase located in the living room. Sarah zipped George up in the suitcase. Sarah mentioned that she and George had been consuming alcohol during the night, and she went upstairs and passed out in her bed. She later woke up to her cell phone ringing. Yeah, we already read all this is all like repeat, but she woke up to her cell phone ringing at 11 a.m., went downstairs and did not see George anywhere. She realized the possibility that he was still inside the suitcase. And he was unresponsive and not breathing when she found him. Okay, so I might skip some of this since this is just kind of repeats. The decedent was found lying near the front door of the residence near a blue suitcase. A small laceration was evident on the decedent's lip and what appeared to be some bruising around his eye. So on February 24th, Detective Scott Lowen conducted an audio recorded interview with Sarah, located in the unmarked vehicle. On February 23rd at 1600 hours, Sarah was located at her residence along with her boyfriend, who also resides in the apartment. Only Sarah and George were located at the residence. Sarah's son would sometimes be at her residence when it was her day per the custody agreement, and she was with her ex. Or the custody agreement she has with her ex-husband. Wait, can you guys hear an echo? The crazy thing is there's nothing that would be coming from, because I have a mic. This computer's on mute. I checked these two headphones. There's nothing that it would be coming from, because I don't hear any audio. So if this was doing like some kind of feedback, I would have to have the earphones in, because I have no speakers. So anytime I even want to do something on the computer, I have to have my earphones in. There's no speakers. So I listen through the mic. I plug it into the mic to hear. I don't have them in, and plus I'll put it up to see if it's coming. There's nothing. It's like it's coming from over here, but it's it is the weirdest thing, guys. Dude, is there like, does Zeke poop over here? Hold on. It looks like there's a turd over here, but I would smell it. What is that? Hold on, guys. Hold on. What is going on? Give me 1 minute. I got to see what that is. What the heck? Hold on. What the heck is that? I'm scared to touch it. What the heck? Dude, I can't see. There's like this long brown thing. Okay, I'm getting a Q-tip to touch it. Oh, it's just a styrofoam. We're good. It's just styrofoam. Okay. It's like a black styrofoam. Okay. I still don't know where that echo's coming from. You guys, I know you guys like are thinking, oh, it has to be coming from something, but you don't understand my setup. There's nothing it could be coming from. There's nothing that puts out sound right here. I'm telling you. The only thing that has its own speaker is my laptop, but it's on mute. So, yeah, it's on mute. I always keep it on mute. All right, we're going to continue. I'm sorry for the... I'm just going to plug my ear, though. Because it's really distracting. All right, so we're going to skip through some of this because there's a lot of repeats. So, and then we'll get to the letters, you guys. The letters are great. Okay, so yeah, this is basically, so in that interview, she says they were playing a puzzle, sharing a bottle of wine. As evening went on, Sarah said her and George decided to play a game of hide and seek. Sarah hid upstairs in the shower first and said George never came to look for her. She was probably mad that he never came to look for her. Oh, and then he's like, well, dude, I could see it. But see, it's hard to believe they played hide and seek. But can you see that, right? Let's say they are playing hide and seek. He doesn't come look for her. George, why didn't you come look for me? I was hiding for 10 minutes and you didn't come look for me. And then she punishes him by putting him in the suitcase or something. Like, so childish. I could see something like that. It's ridiculous. Anyway, after a while, she decided to go downstairs where she found George. Sarah and George both thought it would be funny if she zipped George in the blue suitcase that was located downstairs in the living room that had a few miscellaneous items that they had both planned to donate. George willingly got in the suitcase and Sarah zipped up the suitcase. But 2 of George's fingers were able to stick out of the suitcase. Sarah and George were both laughing that she zipped him into the suitcase. Sarah explained the attached handle that made it easier to zip the suitcase was broken, but a paper clip was put in the zipper and she was able to zip it up. Okay. Yeah, then she went to bed. So we heard all that and then said she was waiting for him to come up and fell asleep. Okay. Yeah, this is all. See if there's anything really new. They're talking about those videos that were being found. You found the 2 videos. So they were describing those again. And then maybe we'll have time to read a couple of the letters because. Okay, so. Yeah, it's describing different kinds of the files and stuff. Okay, so talking about the property. So we know they got her cell phone, the Lenovo laptop, and then there is the something else now, Samsung cell phone. Okay, so let's just skip through that. And then we have this, which is a second-degree murder. It's a statement without threat, coercion, offer, and it's mostly blacked out, but offer to of benefit or favor by any persons. So it says, Devin, I can't see I can't read it, but it's all blacked out, but that only, and then at the end it says, I will testify if needed. Okay, so then we have homicide, victim George, suspect Sarah, photographs yes, latent no, evidence yes. They have number of items submitted. Well, let me change this over here. Hold on, I never use this setting real quick. Let me do, hold on, where's the other one? Who down? There's one. Okay. Number of items 1, then we have number of items 7, number of items 2, 1, and 7. Okay. At approximately 14:49 on Monday, February 24th, Melissa Roughgarden met with the detective Chelsea Copesell at the scene of the homicide investigation located at the above listed address. The following observations were made. The Tealwood apartment complex was located on the east side of the North Palmetto Avenue. The above listed address was a 2-story townhome style apartment. The building faced southeast toward the parking lot. The front door was a welcome sign hanging from the top of the door covering the 3-inch indicating the unit. Or the 3... Wait, this welcome sign was covered. Oh, this... Okay. Apartment 3, because that's what... Okay. Indicating the unit. This, along with some dents, were photographically documented on the door to the unit. The front door led to a small entry hallway with the entrance to the kitchen inside to the northeast and the living room to the northwest. Northwest wall of the kitchen consisted of a countertop sink with an open area above looking over the living room. The northeast wall consisted of a countertop or a counter stove with a refrigerator located in the east corner. A trash can was located on the southeast wall of the kitchen. There were 2 empty wine bottles and 3 receipts for wine from, so wait, it's Publix, right? Because I thought that's what everybody said, but then I read another comment that I was like, wait, is it Publix? Whatever it is, Publix, I don't care. She called it Publix for sure, though. Yeah, never been in a Publix. Okay, so there was a receipt, though, for 3 receipts for wine and 2 empty bottles. There was a kitchen hutch located along the southeast wall of the kitchen. A cell phone was observed on top of the hutch. Per personnel on scene, the phone belonged to the above listed suspect. The phone was collected by digital forensic investigator Janella Udin. Please see her report for more details. The northwest end of the entryway led into the living room. The living room consisted of a hat stand in the south corner of the room. There was a pillow with a reddish stain observed on the bench of the hat stand. A phenolphthalein presumptive test for blood was conducted on scene for the stain observed on the pillow. The results were inconclusive. A teal suitcase was located along the southeast wall of the living room. The victim was located on the floor just northwest of the suitcase. And the suitcase was not zipped upon arrival. The suitcase and all the items within the suitcase were documented and photographed. There was blood observed on the interior of the suitcase. Dude, she pushed him down, and that's how he got the contusions and got blood on there. I'm telling you, I want to know how much blood was in the suitcase. The contents of the suitcase included a white cap with blood. Wait. A white cap with blood, a necktie with blood, a diazepam syringe prescribed to the victim, a black necktie. Wait, are they saying wow, a black necktie, a silver Samsung cell phone, a canvas sheet, a pink shirt, an orange shirt, black shorts, and miscellaneous papers and paperwork. The dimensions of the case were documented as 28 inches in length, 20 inches in width, and 8 7/8 inch in depth. The second floor of the apartment was documented and photographed and consisted of 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a closet. So wait, they're saying all of that stuff was in the suitcase. So he was laying outside the suitcase, but that was inside the suitcase? Is I'm understanding that right? So we have a white cap with blood, necktie with blood, diazepam syringe, black necktie, silver Samsung phone, canvas sheet, pink shirt, orange shirt, black shorts, and miscellaneous papers and paperwork. Wow. So he not only was in there by himself, he had all that stuff in there too and fit in there. That's crazy. Yeah. Anyway, the victim was located on his back on the floor of the living room. His head was to the northeast and his feet to the southwest. The victim's arm was extended by his side with his hand resting on his left hip. His right arm was bent at the elbow with his hand resting on his abdomen. Man, it's just, ugh. He was wearing a black t-shirt and camo shorts with a belt. There was purple discoloration observed on the victim in several areas, including his face, neck, arms, and legs. There were several defects observed on the victim. There was blood observed coming from his nose and mouth. There appeared to be an injury to the upper and bottom lip, and one of his teeth appeared to be broken. There were several small cuts observed on the right side of his face and neck. This is horrible. There was a dark bluish discoloration observed around the left eye and left side of his forehead. There was a red mark located on his right elbow. There was blood visible in the crook of his left elbow and a small area of blood on his left hand and thigh. There were 3 areas of skin slippage observed, 2 on the interior of the both knees and an area on the upper chest. Medico-legal investigator Ashley Hammermeister from the District 9 Medical Examiner's Office arrived on scene at approximately 18:27 hours. Prior to transportation, the body was turned and his shirt was lifted. There was bruising observed down his left side and several red marks on his left shoulder. Wow. See, we're getting a really in-depth. So yeah, I think he was definitely thrown around in that. Wow. So his bruising down his left side and several red marks on his left shoulder. Okay. The medical examiner investigator collected a diazepam syringe that was prescribed to the victim. The following evidence was collected from the crime scene on Monday, February 24th. Later packaged and indicated items were submitted to the Florida Department of Law for analysis. The remaining items were submitted to Orange County Sheriff's Office. So we have the pillow with stain, swabs of stain from pillow, suitcase, white cap with blood, and necktie with blood, wooden baseball bat. Whoa, wait, do they think that was used? Wonder if there's blood on that. Wine bottles, dude, what if she took the bat and freaking hit the suitcase with it or something? I wouldn't put it past her. Anyway, wine bottles from trash, 2 of them, 2 Publix receipts, or 3 Publix or Publix receipts. 1 from 222, and 2 from 223. I want to know what's all on those though, because these 2, I think these 2 from 223, they probably drank all whatever that was. You know what I'm saying? So let's say there was only 2 bottles of wine, but that doesn't mean they didn't drink more somehow. Because I wonder how many. Well, it's only, well, yeah, there's 1739 and 1217. So I don't know. Who thinks that they drank more than 2 bottles of wine? Because that would mean actually that they each drank one bottle. So I mean, I feel like maybe that's all they had. I mean, wine could get you buzzed up, but I don't know if it would get somebody that's alcoholic that drinks all the time. They are little, both of them are little, but at approximately 1640 hours on Tuesday, February 25th, Melissa Roughgarden met with Detective Chelsea Copesell at the OCSO interview room number 1 to collect fingernail swabs from the above listed suspect. The following evidence was collected from Sarah Boone, later packaged, and swabs were submitted to the Florida Department. So we have the left and right hand. And so 1640. At approximately 10:50 hours on Wednesday, February 26, Melissa Roughgarden responded to the District 9 Medical Examiner's Office. One set of major prints was obtained from the above listed victim, George Torres, for identification purposes. The prints were submitted to the latent identification unit for further analysis. The victim's ID was verified by wrist bracelets. The following evidence was collected from the medical examiner's office. Later packaged and indicated items were submitted to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement for analysis. The remaining items were submitted to the Orange County Sheriff's Office unit for storage. So jars said to contain fingernails from right and left hand. Jar said to contain head hair. It's from George's. Okay, so right and left hand swabs, right and left foot swabs, clothing, shirts, shorts with belt, underwear, clear bags containing personal items, keys, lighter, and ring, bag from right and left foot. All times and measurements are approximate. All reddish-brown stains observed on scene exhibited the appearance, behavior, and context consistent with blood and were referred to as blood in this report. All electronic items were collected by the digital forensic investigator. A copy of the medication log was received from the medical examiner's office. A positive and negative control for the phenolphthalein, presumptive test for blood was conducted on scene prior to testing the stain. Nothing further was requested of the CSI at this time. And then we have supplemental investigator Shanice Robertson, Detective Chelsea Copesell, Deputy Kayla Rodriguez. Then you have Sarah and George, the victim, George, Sarah. Subject, photographs, no. Layton's, no. Evidence, yes. Okay. On Monday, I arrived on scene. Let's see. A series of images were taken using the Faro Focus 3D scanner. The scans were later uploaded to the Faro Scene software and 3D diagram was completed. The following item was collected on scene. The item was later packaged and submitted to Orange County Sheriff's Office Evidence Unit storage. SD card containing scans from scene. All times are approximate. At this time, nothing further was requested. Then we have, this is from the search warrant. So they have a pillow with stains, swabs of stain from pillow, suitcase, all that stuff. We already read it. The white cap with blood, necktie, wooden baseball bat, wine, 2 wine bottles, and the 3 receipts. Okay. The buckle swabs from Boone. Swabs from the fingernails, right hand and left hand from Boone, and then the SD cards containing scans from the scene. So that's just, it's listing out the stuff. The DNA card for Torres. Jars of fingernails, jars of hair, jars, hand swabs, foot swabs, like the clothing, and just all the stuff I went over already of George's that they had. And then we have this is the same stuff listed here. Okay. Bloodstain card represented by, yeah, same stuff. Okay. Entered in CODIS. The DNA profiles obtained from items 1 and 2 have been entered into CODIS. And then PCR-based STR DNA analysis was performed on samples from items 1, 2, 3 .2.5. and 5. And then they submitted evidence and DNA extracts are available for retrieval. Okay, so then we have homicide. Okay, that's all for the affidavit. Take that down. And oh wait, let me see that. Oh, won't let me. Oh, I'll keep it up then. Okay. And then, hold on 1 second, guys. We'll bring up one of the letters. I don't think I'll probably be able to read all of them because I think there's a few. So I don't know if I'll read them all, but I'll read a couple. I'm trying to exit out of these, and it's like not letting me. Here's a good mug shot of her. Actually, let me see. I bet you. Okay, so I have them dated. So what we'll do is we'll do them in order here. Hold on 1 second. Let me get them from my files. So the first one that I have, let me see the date. So it starts from 2022. I think that's the first one I have. October 3rd is the first, 2022. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 letters, and some of them are long. This girl. Okay, so like I said, the first one's going to be, at least that I have, is from October 3rd, 2022. No. Yeah, because the August is 2023. Okay, I just want to do them in order. I'll read 2. I'll read that, and then there's one from December 5th, 2022. Unless if they're really short. Let's see. No, this one's 4 pages. Okay, so actually, let me open it with the other program because I like it better. So October, open. Okay, so let me share my screen. All right, so we have October 3rd. Mr. Bankowitz, I am writing in regards to not hearing from you and becoming very concerned after receiving no response to any of my daily calls or from the letters I've sent. As of today, October 3rd, you have been my court-appointed attorney for almost 3 months, 12 weeks, and 84 days. Well, now seeing there probably was some previous letters, so I'll work on finding the other ones. Anyway, so, and only spoken to me 3 times. 7:14 video introduction 15 minutes, 8:22 video update 15 minutes, 8:22 visit in person 90 minutes. I have written 2 letters in the meantime also. My most recent I sent on 9/12/22 with no response. I am unaware of the difficulties you are having in communicating with me, video, phone, letter, in person, especially via phone, which to me is the simplest form of doing so. Even if just for a brief update, which takes only minutes, I believed by you giving me your personal cell phone number, you were going to answer. I would at least know all is well and have better understanding of the status of some things, what to plan on or what I may need to work on. With no communication makes my end more difficult, drawn out, and painful. Please figure out whatever necessary for my phone calls to be answered, which you will be reimbursed for when you submit your costs. If it feels at this rate of communication and meetings, and you just coming on board, not having all of my discovery to go over, still on top of everything else to be done in depth, Sorry. How much longer am I really going to be here, added to 32 months already? Especially if we communicate however you eventually do, only one time a month, if that. As for all of the month of September, I know nothing from not hearing from you. Sorry, that one's hard to read. I understand you have other clients, as I am one also. And you've been... What does that say? I don't even know what that says. Recuperating? But is that what she's trying to say? It's hard to read on this. It's weird because when it's so big, like on the screen, it's harder to read for some reason. Sometimes I look over here and I could see it better. I don't know what she's trying to say, but from your back. But remember, please, how long I've been here. You are my 6th attorney, not by choice. And the magnitude... 6th? Wait a minute. She's the 6th attorney already from 2022? The magnitude of my case with not knowing what's going on or where you are, how much harder it is for me. I want to get on with my life, Mr. Bankowitz. Or Barkowitz, I don't know. And not miss any more time necessary from my son. I've already missed 4 of his birthdays and spent 3 of my own in here. Please understand. No, too, I am patient, clearly, after all the time already invested, and still smiling and willing to go above and beyond whatever I or we need to do to properly and truthfully convey my very convoluted, misunderstood side of everything, which I boldly told you in our meeting last month. I am dedicated, ready to start, overdue. I am so grateful, Mr. Bankowitz, for you. All you are doing, have done, and will do. Doesn't sound like, for the beginning, it didn't sound like she's grateful. We're in this together, and I'm so blessed. You are my attorney. God has put us in each other's paths for a reason, and I can't wait to see what you and he will do. I'm praying the 6th time's a charm. Please respond. I await your response. Sarah Boone. Oh my God. Okay. Let me find the other one. Oh, this is too funny. Hold on. I go back to my files. So we did October 6th or October 3rd. So the next one's going to be December 5th, 2022. Oh, dang it. Adobe's my default. I have to actually change that. These are entertaining now. Okay. Oh, thanks, Cindy. Thank you for the super chat. This is decaf, though, by the way, guys. I'm starting to have like after my first cup of coffee the last couple days, I've been getting like jittery just after the first one. I don't know why. I get like that sometimes, and then sometimes I can drink them like fine. All right, so now we got December 5th, 2022. This is to the judge now. Okay. Well, let me take this down. Thank you, though, Cindy. That's very generous. Very generous and nice. All right, summary of progress. Numbers only. It's all I have. Okay. Since appointed by court, Frank J. Bankowitz, attorney number 6. July 11th, 2022, 21 weeks, 147 days and counting. 2. Since last spoke to Frank Bankowitz, attorney number 6, August 22nd, 2022, 15 weeks, 105 days and counting. Number 3. Since pretrial conference, no response from attorney or court. October 25th, 2022, 6 weeks, 40 days and counting. 42. Since number 4, since my last letter to judge regarding MIA attorney in case. November 3rd, 2022, 4 weeks, 32 days and counting. 5. Total hours of time represented by Frank Bankowitz. 3,528 and counting. Total hours of time spent with client. Sarah Boone, 2. So he only spent 2 hours with her, she said. Where's my attorney, ? Where are you, Judge Wooten? I understand the holiday mode. Everyone is in as we inmates sit and wait for it to pass. But before I or we come to the end of yet another year, almost 3 for me in OCD, it would be respectable of the court to please advise the status and location of my attorney foremost. And I also provide any real progress of my case, which is difficult. Oh no, and also provide any real progress of my case, which is difficult to do, and further without an attorney, nonetheless, after being appointed. Man, her thing is hard to read the way she writes. It doesn't make sense. Nonetheless, after being appointed so many, I thought hopefully the level of dysfunction would be lessened. Unfortunately, today, I am sadly mistaken and feel I've been severely misled. Even more unfortunate seems to be the lack of representation from any party of my case, other than myself. Look at the numbers. In the meantime, and in the preparation for the upcoming status hearing on 12/20, 10:45 a.m., which I just received notice for, thank you for the inclusion, I am in the process of writing to our governor regarding the mismanagement of my case and the multiple added obstacles and deterrents I am experiencing. Try to avoid any further time-consuming hindrances or setbacks going forward. Some of the major legitimate concerns of mine are the violations of my constitutional rights, the degree of neglect and the nonchalant approach by everyone in my case to substantially progress, and the illegal and non-permissive release and distribution by the Orange County Sheriff's Department of crucial confidential case files, videos, photographs, documents, etc., pertinent to my case, which I have not even seen or even known about. Everyone knows more than I do about my case. As a result, it is impossible to choose a jury that will be impartial, fair, and uninfluenced by all the mutated, exaggerated, hyped sensationalism. This being a significant reason, I requested a change of venue previously. At this point, it will make no difference. There's nowhere I am not known. The premature, unfair judgment by everyone has wrongfully and inappropriately already been made. I haven't seen my discovery or know where my attorney is, my sixth attorney. Not only am I, the other party in my case, still in the dark with everything, I am blind and in the dark. This is wrong, unfair, especially for a still proud citizen of the United States of America, and unacceptable. There is more to everything, much more, and in which I've been patient to an extreme to explain, interpret, and educate what now seems to be the whole world. I am hopeful the governor will be able to untangle the what? Wait, hold on. The chaos? Is that what it is? Untangle the chaos and mistreatment. No one else seems to be available or willing to abide by the protocol of our justice system and rightfully, eagerly apply themselves. I am hoping still these aforementioned topics can be further discussed at the hearing on the 20th, and in which I am bringing to everyone's attention prior. I have not heard from my court-appointed attorney to date, so I am unaware what else may be on the docket. It's time to finally move forward and in all the right ways. Happy holidays, Sarah. I am also sending a direct copy to you in the case court and or judge does not, therefore giving no reason of any unsurety of my ongoing concerns regarding having no communication from you in any manner. So this is to Bankowitz now. For almost 4 months, I believe the court and or judge would have sent copies to you of all my letters to them. But since I have been unsuccessful in receiving a response or update by their side also, I am taking it upon myself to make sure everyone is aware I am still sitting here waiting on you. Please respond. I look forward to seeing you at the hearing. If not before then with very much overdue and anticipated progress. Thank you, Sarah Boone. I don't know how remember she said she got straight A's? I don't know how she got A in English because, I mean, that's not good grammar. It doesn't even make sense. Like the sentences and then the commas and then like the sentence, it's not. They're like not correct, right? It doesn't seem like it to me. Anyway, let's read one more because these are too good. These are kind of addicting here. I don't know. So that was December 5th. So I got to figure out which dates. See, they're not in order. I just got to, I wrote the dates out in the title, but see, I got to find which one's next. So we did this. So there's no more 2022s. So now we're going to 2023. So we got June. April would be before June. March would be before April. Oh, yeah. This will be the next one, it looks like. Oh, I did the wrong one. I mean, I have to open it. Okay. You ready? Frank. It's another one to Frank. Wait. That was how long ago? So she stuck with him till... Well, that was just a few months ago, I guess. Okay. Okay. This is my third letter to reach you over almost 6 week period now. The same 2 phone numbers you've given me still do not work. The one number, your personal cell, goes to voicemail directly and doesn't even ring. I've had this number since you personally gave me back in July 2022 upon your appointment as my attorney by the court. Not working still 8 months later. The other number rings and rings and rings until it automatically disconnects me. Not working either. This is also the number you continuously tell me. It just needs to be activated. Please activate. Oh my God. I, even in my desperation to speak with you, had an outside caller try to reach you on my behalf who tried calling your office 3 times over the last almost 3 weeks, leaving a voicemail each time with no reply. Oh, thank you, Tracy. Yay, you made a live. Yay, thank you for coming, Tracy Taylor. Thank you for the super chat. Where are you at? Yeah, so 3 weeks leaving voicemail, no reply. We're both hoping you are able to reply to her email she sent today as another form of trying to communicate with you. Wait, hold on. Okay. I've exhausted my resources and again, just sitting here waiting for you to contact me in whatever way you are able and as soon as possible, please. Time-sensitive matters are at hand as I have made you aware of previously, verbally, and in my letters. I know you have attempted to schedule the minimum 15-minute. My pretrial conference, I found out, is now on 3/31/23, which you said previously, for whatever reason, I am unable to attend any of these conferences. How am I supposed to know what's going on? And what are you reporting? And what you are reporting and what is being discussed between all other parties except me, the main component in my case, especially if we, in a still unestablished attorney-client relationships, are not regular or proper communication with one another, or not in regular proper communication. Why can't I not be in attendance and participate in my own PTC? How else am I to be kept updated in real time in actual minutes during the conference, if not there myself? I have no way of knowing anything if not updated by you, my attorney, and I do not have a computer to view myself. Help me understand, please. How can court TV, different news channels, and even professional YouTubers attend my PTC and I cannot? How? I'm sure one of the other parties can help me with updates, since they all will be in attendance for me also, should you be unable to provide why I cannot be included in my PTC for my case. I'm sure also everything from the conference, collected from everyone else, will be vomited all over the internet, just like everything else has been, non-permissively, and can add even more dysfunction and ignorance to my prejudgment already made in the world in the great court of public opinion. I would like to be a part of all of this, seeing as it all pertains to me. Please, it is my right. So many questions, concerns piling and piling up from not being... Where's the last page? From not being what? Oh my god, are you guys liking these? All right, let's do one more. I end up wanting to do them all. So we did March. So now it has to yes. Oh, I did it again, guys. Okay, I wanted to do it. All right, so March or April, yeah, sorry, April 6th, 2023. To whom it may concern, the enclosed letter I sent 3/22/23 was scanned incorrectly on the clerk's website. Only the last and third page. So I am resending with nothing on the backs to avoid confusion and were missed previously. I also received a copy of my copied letter today with only the same 2 pages included. Are my letters even being read? I wrote 4, but only 2 were copied, uploaded and mailed. Clerical error? An update. While already contacting you, Mr. Bankowitz has not met with me personally face to face. Ongoing now 2 months to 8 more weeks. The 2 phone numbers given still do not work, or his office phone answered when someone trying on the outside. Judge Wooten, can you please have Mr. Bankowitz fix the phone problem? He asked me for information, some critical and time sensitive, which I completely expeditiously for him. But then have no way to relay successfully, in turn hindering progress and creating even more to discuss in a 15-minute video visit when he does actually schedule it. Work. Man, she cannot write. When he does actually schedule it work. What? Even PDs answer their calls, and I have yet to be able to speak to my court-appointed attorney on 2 phone numbers for 9 months. July 11th, 2023 is my 1-year mark, another milestone while here. With Mr. Bankowitz as my attorney, it is also my next PTC. Will I be able to attend and be included as I was previously at the last? Thank you. Please also include me in the status hearing you mentioned to the court during the last conference, which is supposed to happen sometime prior to the next PTC in July. I am still waiting patiently and respectfully 6,480 hours later with Mr. Bankowitz as my attorney, waiting for him to contact me and hoping just one of his phone numbers will finally work so we can pick up speed to provide significant progress in the upcoming meeting. Thank you for reading my entire letter and uploading correctly for all the world to read also. Yes, we're reading it, Sarah. Yep. All the world reads it. That's what happens when you freaking kill your boyfriend and go to jail. For all the world to read, critique, and judge wrongly and incorrectly as usual. Ignorance is bliss. I wonder what platform of popularity I will be featured on next. Zavgirl. And how much wasted time, effort, and thought will be put into the mutating and grossly exaggerating my case information racketeered to the World Wide Web. SMH, run with it. I wonder too if I have a panel of letter readers dedicated to all the ones I've written. Yeah, you do. Enjoy, there's more to come. Shout out to my supporters. Everyone is waiting, not on me. Hopefully, no matter what. Sarah Boone. Oh my God. This is kind of funny. Oh, Lord. All right. We'll read one more. So we're at what? April. Okay, hold on. April. March, April. So we have August, June. No, June will be the next one. All right. June 2nd. Or wait. June 29th. And then this one says hand delivered July 21st. Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure I clicked on the right one. Yeah, June 29th. Okay. All right. So we have it. So it's dated June 29th, 2023, and then hand delivered July 21st, 2023. Revisions made 7/20/23. Original not uploaded to date. Second attempt to make public, like everything else in my case, including all my other letters. Freedom of speech, mine. All for you, for your review, critique, judgment, understanding. Try it. Clarify, to begum or make clear. Clarity, clearness, per the Merriam-Webster's dictionary. Oh my God, I gotta take a sip of this. Okay. Where do I even start? Through the officer inmate grapevine and a letter I received from my fan mail, and usually the only way I find anything out regarding my case, since there is no communication from my current attorney. Now 10 weeks more of complete silence, and yes, my sixth attorney, which I will clarify momentarily. I was made aware my last letter was featured on the news locally, realistically meaning globally. Apparently, my very legitimate, lawful, real questions and concerns I asked, and am still caused a stir on top of the already engulfing whirlpool of my case has become, and made out to look like, which it is not. Hence my previous questions from said letter. I'm trying to protect and maintain my truth, which no one knows. Since no one else will, however, I can and will keep some of the illicit ugliness at bay. Mismanagement at its finest in everything. Why wasn't I included at all? Why wasn't I asked prior to being highlighted? So I would know what was said or asked or criticized so I could rightfully defend myself. What was so newsworthy? By not including me is unfair, and it adds to the assumption of what everyone else wants me to end up being and thinks I am. This is wrong, and also adds to the prejudgment of my case. All of the idiotic theories, empty opinions, false accusations is all the ignorant world knows from all the pertinent private case details available to everyone except me, the defendant in my case. How can I defend myself? I can't. So everything gets meaner, more evil, corrupt, and out of control. I believe this is what a trial is for, right? The world is supposed to learn everything about my case during the trial, right? This is not justice or a system, right? All fairness has been completely removed, right? So were any of my questions answered? Was anything at all clarified regarding evaluations, amendment violations, case sensitivity protection, suppression? What's the video hit count reached, or what's the video hit count reached now? My last letter, it was over 3 million. How much does that shareable income make for everybody? Did anyone locate my attorney or discovery? Everything, everyone, everywhere in the world knows, has seen or listened to all of my discovery, again, except me. In the meantime, here is a corner piece of my convoluted puzzle. All are wondering when it will finally be put together to see what the real picture is, and also a huge disentanglement of only an inkling of some of the misunderstandings and ignorance swirling about in my case. Before you try wearing my slides, know where they've been. Okay. My attorney's sixth. When and as I've said numerous times in my previous letters, why not by choice? I am on the sixth attorney. Here is some clarity so everyone can finally have some understanding why my slides are so worn. But most definitely walkable still. Attorney number 1, private, February 2020, May to May 2022. Just going to go over what happened to all our attorneys. Okay, so the first one was a private one. Okay. This attorney sold me the world, promised exoneration, and supplied an overabundance of other continuous false hopes, so I would accept his offer to become my attorney. He had no idea what my case was going to be or was really about. Then he deserted me. His client, naive and new 2 weeks before my first scheduled trial due to irreconcilable differences. 2 weeks, well, wait, I didn't know that. 2 weeks before her scheduled trial? I didn't even realize they had a schedule. Actually, I do kind of remember something about that now, that there was one scheduled, right? That early, though? I don't know. Anyway, so 2 weeks before, meaning I was not persuaded enough to agree with what he wanted me to say or do, and was not what happened. There was no trust. There was no strategy. And if there was, I was never included in on it, or an innumerable amount of other case defining details or questions left unanswered before going to trial. I felt he was sabotaging my case and setting me up for failure due to his micro amount of experience, which I found out after the fact was not disclosed prior to my acceptance of his representation. In my macro-sized case, nonetheless, when we did meet to discuss my case and I asked for updates about any progress, he would start talking to me about his client in Colombia, his clown of a sister-in-law, his nephew going to water parks, trips he's taken, his regrets, where he bought his gold sneakers, what? And many other unrelated, unimportant, time-consuming stories, all the while I'm trying to figure out what's going on and why he's not answering any of my questions. Nothing was ever completed or accomplished or communicated, building 1,000 fires waiting and needing to be put out before making another to be left ablaze. I was always ignored, and in the dark, conjuring the dreadful perpetual question mark looming still over my head. So much I prepared on an 8-page packet for Judge Wayne C. Wooten to provide during both court dates, defending myself against my attorney's untrue, unresearched withdrawals. No one asked me, nor permitted to speak my truth, to help him and the court understand my real concerns, along with all of the carryover since day one. I was trying to avoid going through any of this again going forward. It had already been 2 to 3 years, in a sense, or 2.3 years. I wanted the judge to include me and know I have a side also in everything. Plus, I knew Judge Wooten would be appointing my next attorney in hopes he would listen and appoint a more suitable, experienced one accordingly to save time for everyone to progressively move forward. He must have been throwing darts at a dartboard blindfolded. Oh my God. This attorney number one is untrustworthy, unreliable, unprofessional, with poor leadership skills, and is extremely unorganized. He was unable to perform ethically and as an adult, ignoring his client, misleading and deceiving. He didn't even respect me enough to speak with before his withdrawal, to try and remedy or figure out anything out to stop. I was totally blindsided because of the magnitude of his ineptness and dereliction. I cannot read her stuff. How's everybody doing, by the way? Of duty as a result, withdrawing from my case at the 11th hour after taking over 2 years with nothing I knew of but disappointment. I could have reported him to the Florida bar for legal malpractice. Exhaustion 1. I'm also still waiting on him to release all of my case files and documents obtained and accrued during his representation, including well over 100 pages of my handwritten notes and information which was irreplaceable. He is still not helping him. He's still not helping. Him no longer being my attorney was not my choice. Okay. So now we have attorney number 2, 3, and 4, all public defenders, appointed by judge in the court, May 2022 to June 2022. Judge Wooten and the court repeatedly appointed me public defenders without any research or care, and after I continuously explained to each and tried to the judge, they could not represent me. due to their representation of decedent, of the decedent. We've done our homework. I was told. I received 3 withdrawals, none by choice. Definitely not systematic. Oh, so I didn't realize. I thought she fired them all, but no, she's saying a lot of these people she's saying withdrew. The first one, now this one, right? I mean, the first one and then the next 3. Why was I thinking that she's the one that fired them all? But maybe she just fired some of them. Anyway, okay. Attorney number 5, appointed by Judge Court, June 2022 or July 2022? Or 2 July 2022. Sorry. Oh, bye, Carlotta. Okay, Wyatt, thank you. They always true. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Because I mean that's almost kind of like more, I don't want to say funny, but it's just like, yeah, I could see them just wanting to withdraw, like, get out. Okay. So, where are we at? Upon our first and only meeting, this attorney expressed his mass confusion. So this is number 5, guys. And why he was appointed by Judge Wooten as he was leaving for a teaching job out of Orlando within the week. I learned more from this attorney in one meeting regarding my case than all prior combined. It was extremely disheartening he could not continue representation and set the bar going forward, especially regarding honesty and respect. I received only 2 letters from him, introduction and withdrawal. He also did not know where any of my discovery was or notes. Now 5 attorneys later, not by choice. Number 6, conflict, appointed by Judge Court, July 2022 to present. 1 year mark, 7/11/23, 12 months, 365 days, 52 weeks summarized. 8 total months, 240 days counting. Oh my Lord. She must drive these lawyers nuts. Where are with absolutely no communication in any form, completely inactive. Oh, okay. Thank you. Nope, not today. Okay, so total number of hours as court-appointed attorney, over 8,760. Total times met with client, 6. Total hours spent with client, 7. Total phone numbers given to client from attorney, 2. Numbers that worked, 0. Oh my God. Total time speaking to client via phone, 0. Total numbers of 15-minute video visits with client, 4. Total number of letters sent to attorney trying to communicate, 8. Total numbers of letters to the judge trying to communicate my unsuccessful communication with my attorney in hopes he will communicate with him to communicate with me. Oh my God. 7. Letters to other parties to communicate, 3. Total times in court, 3. I was attempted to withdraw, 2. 2 carry over and over. The last time I saw my attorney, May 18th, 2023. Where is the progress after an entire complete year? Unknown. Everyone, please look at Orange County, Florida, Clerk of Courts website and see for yourself. Am I looking at it wrong? Reading the context incorrectly? The mass majority of work seems to be from my correspondence. If not my letters, there's minutes, some live to view from my non-progressive lackluster court dates stating the same information and same continuances, and of course none of my comments, concerns, or questions from any. I don't just sit there edited like my case. I feel it important also to communicate to everyone so you understand the undertaking it is for an inmate to attend court and why it is so important to me to have progress to report to make the day count. We are woken up at 3 a.m., taken to the holding cell, and wait plus minus 4 hours, then taken to the courthouse and put in another holding cell for however many hours until court time, for only a 5 to 10 minute opportunity in front of the judge to say anything, if at all, then taken to another holding cell for however long, transported back to another holding cell, wait however long, then to be taken to another holding cell, then back to our dorm. Most court dates are court days, spending between 8 to 14 hours for little to no time to speak. It's important to me, us. We matter. Hence my letters. What will be said for this one, I wonder? Like Lois looking to the skies for Superman, I am hoping, praying for an attorney to step up and truly represent me. Wait, she wants a lawyer like Superman. She wants Superman to come rescue her. Are you kidding me right now? You gotta be kidding me. Anyway. So yeah, I'm hoping and praying for an attorney to step up and truly represent me with honesty, intensity, understanding, respect, and perspective. When they introduce themselves, they can me also, me? What? They can me also, the real me, properly. Maybe meet, I guess. They can meet me, maybe. The real me, properly. Not the Frankenstein monster I'm being so wrongfully and incorrectly pieced together as from all the propagandized, lucrative defamation and attempted destruction of my character and still intact integrity. I bet you she's writing this thinking it's sounding so good. It's horrible writing. It's horrible. Are you guys looking at, like, you hear me reading, it sounds like I'm reading really bad. It's because it's the way it's written. It is horribly written. It makes no sense, really. And she's probably like, oh, these letters are amazing. Oh my God. They're horrible. Anyway. Clearly, also, everyone can see all of the aforementioned information regarding my attorneys was not ever a strategy of mine, nor will it be. Is it a strategy of the judge in court? Question mark. Judge Wooten, will I be included, please, in my upcoming status hearing prior to my PTC, which is also the 1-year mark of attorney number 6 on 7/11/23? Will I be permitted? I was not attendance from you, like all the news channels and professional YouTubers. I hope I finally see my attorney, whom I'm sure, tell me, as you so graciously explained to me in my last PTC, I was made a part of consuming my minutes of your invaluable time that you and he have other clients. I am a client, and I have been for over a year with this attorney and paid tax dollars to utilize all my available resources, including and not limited to a state or government attorney appointed by the court. And you will always have clients. You never know when you may become one yourself. Ah, okay. Please do not discredit my truth. I am who, not what. Respectful and diligent Sarah Boone. Well, okay. And these are worse. I remember reading a couple of them because I did a video on a couple of them before in the past. I think I just read a couple and did one. But I do not remember that being like this. These are like more, wow. I don't remember which ones that I read. But man, it's definitely more like interesting now, this second round. Not malicious, no intentional. All right, we might as well just finish them, right? So, because we only have like a couple more. So we're on what, June 29th. Hold on, let me find which next. Hold on, June. So we did October, we did March, April, June, October. So now we got August. Yeah, August. And then we just got 2 more. August and January 24. So recent. And maybe there's more I could try to find. These are the only ones I don't know. If there is more, these are the only ones I've got so far. But I could see if I could find more. I mean, I think I said that all backwards. Okay, here we go. So, August 2nd, 2023. Judge Wayne Wooten. Honorable Judge, Wayne C. Wooten. Please see the included letter I received from my investigator communicating with me to provide an update on why we have been unable to meet since our last uneventful meeting with my attorney, Frank Bankowitz, on May 18th, 2023. My investigator also has not been able to make contact in attempts to move forward and produce very much needed and overdue progress in my case. I, as Mr. Bankowitz's client, cannot communicate with him via phone due to him still not activating one of two numbers he's given that do not work, and he keeps giving me different reasons why each time I ask to keep trying. So okay, so he's giving her different reasons, and he's saying keep trying though, huh? Why is that funny to me? I don't know. This has been ongoing for 13 months and counting. By not activating, he is actively hindering progress, compiling even greater amounts of carryover, and in the meantime, information for review if we do eventually meet in person. Last time to date was 77 days prior to that 98 days and 147 days prior to that date. With the aforementioned being said, Judge Wayne C. Wooten, would you please be gracious enough to communicate with Mr. Bankowitz to supply the requested simple information my investigator needs, considering the number of days, weeks in between our meetings with him, and we can be working in the meantime until he is able to visit with me, his client of over a year now, adding to the soon-to-be 4 years. I have been here already. Please see previous letter regarding all 6 of my attorneys. My innumerable attempts have been completely unsuccessful in any form of communication with Mr. Bankowitz via phone, letters, email, and voicemails attempted by an outside source. What else can I do, Your Honor? It seems my only hope is for a court date, which I am included in. Where my attorney's attendance is mandatory, and I can vie for his attention during the minutes beforehand while in the courtroom. I'm sure all the allowed live cameras could provide footage of me doing so every time. I don't want to waste any more time and catch up in the courtroom. It's unfair and ridiculous. When can we have a real meeting? Please enable progress. Judge Wayne C. Wooten, not hinder justice system, means we have to work together. I've got the whole world incorrectly against me already. As stated by my investigator, we are at loss without communication in any form with Mr. Bankowitz. Thank you for your invaluable time. I am grateful for your ethical awareness, fairness, understanding, and perspective. Activate the inactivity. Please, again, thank you. Wait, she says activate the inactivity. Please, again, thank you. Actively seek success in anything. So, okay, here's a response by the chief investigator. It says, Sarah, I have received your letter. I have made multiple attempts to contact your attorney. Mr. Bankowitz, since our meeting, but unfortunately I've been unsuccessful. I am not sure what is causing the issue. On May 22nd, 2023, I sent him an email requesting him to contact the jail so that I can have access to visit you and proceed with the mitigation process in person. Additionally, I sent 2 text messages to his phone on June 1st, 2023, and again on June 6th, 2023, but received no response. Without a letter from the attorney sent to the jail, I am unable to visit you in person at the jail. Wow. I am at lost until I can reestablish contact with Mr. Bankowitz. If you wish, you can write to me, and I will send a letter as soon as I am able to get in touch with him again. That is kind of messed up because, I mean, she does deserve a lawyer. I mean, she deserves a fair trial. So, I mean, I hope they don't screw that up and then she somehow is able to get out because they didn't do it properly. Because I don't care who you are. I mean, that's our justice system. She should be able to get a lawyer. I mean, as much as I hate her, she she shouldn't be able to get in touch with her lawyer. I don't know. But here's the thing with her. I don't know. Is she like exaggerating and like making up how bad it's been, or is there more to it that we're only seeing her side from her letters? That's what I would want to know. But after seeing that this chief investigator saying that he can't even get in contact with the lawyer, that makes me think maybe there is a little bit of some truth to her not being able to get in contact with him, So I don't know. All right, so I think there's one more, guys. Yeah, because that was August. I want to make sure I didn't skip any. Yeah, March, April, June, and then August. And then we just have this January 19th, 2024. This one is kind of big. It's 9 pages. Okay. And then the letters will be done. They are kind of entertaining, though. The way she writes, it's just like, whoa. I know she thinks they're so good. Okay. January 19th, 2024. Honorable Judge Kranick. Wait, is it a different judge now? Huh. Well, 4 years later, right? Finally, a new judge. It's strange how the Lord works, as I was in the process of trying to disqualify Wooten after being my judge. 4 years and me still incarcerated? Wait, how? Oh, a straight A my butt? Who talks like that? Am I reading that right? 4 years and me still incarcerated? That does say me, right? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, incarcerated with nothing to show. Thanks, Sally. Where are we at? Okay, so 4 years of me still incarcerated with nothing to show other than 7 different attorneys. With nothing to show other than 7. Oh, I read that twice. With 7 different attorneys. Not being my choice. Not by choice. News clips of me walking in and out of the courtroom and everything relative to my case permitted to be slathered on the global internet and in which I have not seen myself. I felt he was the ticket holder to my overly hyped, illicitly distributed, misconstrued criminal case, and great reason I am still here again, ongoing 4 years and 7 attorneys later. Not by choice. See my letter dated 6/29/23 on clerk's website. While still waiting to properly elucidate the court, public, and the world, and after whatever the dysfunction was in the attendance part of my most recent PTC status hearing, which I am trying to ensure my automatic attendance futuristically, please see my draft motion included. I am still trying to have my attorney submit on my behalf. I wanted to bring to your judicial attention the following information so you and the world are aware it is not I who am ever delaying the trial, as Wooten inappropriately accused me of doing in a past hearing, especially now you have mandated a trial date to be had in May with no further continuances, leaving less than 4 months to put together and complete what should and could have been done already. What happened in all the 4 years prior? Please read all my correspondence online. To date, Winston E. Hobson has been my court-appointed attorney for 133 days and counting. To date, Mr. Hobson only met with me 1 time for a total of 3 hours. To date, no phone calls have been received by Mr. Hobson as his phone does not work properly for further immediate, much-needed communication to be made between client and attorney. Wait, how many people think freaking, how many people give her like numbers that don't work? I mean, with the way phones are these days, like what is going on that no, nobody's phone works? Like what the heck? That's too funny. Anyway. Sorry, I haven't checked in chat in a while. Yeah, kind of, huh? Kind of. All right. All right, so sorry, I just got sidetracked for a minute. Okay. Where are we at? These are funny. Okay, so where are we at? Total of 3 hours. Oh, yeah, these phones never work. It's just too much. Are they doing it on purpose? They're like, I don't want to talk to this lady. I'll give them, or disconnect. I'll give her my old cell phone number. But I mean, I guess legally they can't. They gotta freaking give the right one, right? Yeah, they don't want her to call out. But if it's their lawyer, they almost have to, right? Yeah, maybe they just feel like, oh, we could just have a meeting. She doesn't need to call us because they probably figure she will hound us. Dude, can you imagine, though, if they answered? I mean, she probably would call them so much and not let them go. So they're probably like, I only have to do this many, maybe, I don't know what the mandatory, whatever. Like, I only have to meet her this. I don't have to talk to her on the phone or whatever they have to do. I don't know. But oh my Lord, it's hilarious. Okay, so this phone doesn't work properly. Immediate, much needed communication to be made between client and attorney. Today, I have mailed 5 letters to Mr. Hobson trying to communicate my urgent need to speak to him. Oh, don't tell me you get hiccups. Hold on. I have to go get my knife and cup. Okay. Today, I sent 1 letter to the investigator in my case to contact Hobson to contact me. Oh, I'm going to get the hiccups, guys. You don't know how bad they are. Like, I have to go get a, when I get them. Okay. Today, I sent 1 letter to the investigator in my case to contact Hobson to contact me. Wait, to contact Hobson to contact me and see if he can assist in correcting the phone problem. Also to inquire when anyone is coming. That investigator's probably like, wait, now another lawyer the phone doesn't work? What is going on? We're in this 2024. Phones are easy to come by. Okay, today I feel I am not being included or heard or cared about in my case again from the continued Wisconsin miscommunication again with Mr. Hobson, and time-consuming, undiscussed entries are being made on my behalf. The continuance I did not know about. The waiver of appearance I did not know about, along with other documents. And I am never sent copies of anything filed, so I know. I keep trying to tell him about with no response, furthering the already massive dysfunction in my 4-year case. I was hoping in the PTC status hearing on Tuesday, 1/16/24, I could at least play catch up in the courtroom for 5 minutes. So many of my attorneys have done prior, including Mr. Hobson in the 1 court date. I've had for continuance of a continuance to express and emphasize the need for him to communicate and schedule a second very overdue meeting. I still have not heard from Mr. Hobson about our missed PTC status hearing. What's the status? To date, 1 out of 133 days and counting, attorney and his client have met. To date, 3 out of now 3,192 hours, attorney and client have discussed partial general case information. To date, I still have not seen my discovery. Your Honor, when is the next status hearing, please? Especially since we were not at the past PTCS status hearing, and especially since I am trying to communicate with my attorney in more than one way to fully maximize and utilize the minute amount of time allotted before trial. My fair, appropriate, lawful trial. I still am wondering why, though, I've had to wait for 4 years for something to finally happen in my case. Ask Judge Wooten. I wonder also, was I the oldest case on his docket? Either way, I'm still here, waiting patiently and very excited to get this highly anticipated show on the road. I await your overdue and very needed judicial direction, supervision, and intervention. Thank you in advance, Judge Kranick. Welcome sincerely, Sarah. In the Circuit Court of the 9th Judicial Circuit in and/or Orange County, State of Florida, motion to be included. Okay, hold on. State of Florida, she's writing this all out. State of Florida plaintiff versus Sarah Boone, defendant. Motion to be included in and allowed admittance to all defendants' pretrial conferences and hearings. Comes now defendant Sarah Boone by and through the undersigned attorney, blah, 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 blah. She writes all this pretrial hearings and all that. Okay. The trial court may hold one or more pretrial conferences to consider such matters as will promote a fair and expeditious trial. Am I saying that right? Why does that sound weird when I say that? The defendant must be present at any pretrial conference unless the defendant presence is waived. And if the defendant's presence is waived in writing or on the record by the defendant or by the defendant's counsel with the defendant's consent. In support of the defendant alleges as follows. There's pretrial conferences are for my personal individual criminal case. If professional YouTubers, news channels, court TV, etc. are given permission and allowed entry to the courtroom for viewing, and the judge also is allowing the conferences to be streamed live with all the court minutes uploaded to the internet and world, I, the defendant, should be included foremost. I may not have regular, consistent updates or communication with my court-appointed attorney, and by attending all of my PTCs and hearings, I will know current status, important dates, casework being completed, changes in parties, timeframes, expectations, all pertinent information I, the defendant, have right to know, want, and need to regarding my case. All information is important, relative, and necessary to me. I am not consistently included in the certificates of service and sent copies of any documents being filed in the court regarding my case as requested numerous times by the defendant in writing and verbally in the courtroom. Neither by the judge, the court, or my attorney. By attending my pretrial conference, I will know what documents have been filed, need to be, and will be for and in my case. Man. Another way I can know what is going on in my case and being worked on. In complete overall support, it is my right by law or an individual defendant and inmate to be included in any and all development made in my case. It is also my right to finally achieve success in any and every aspect possible in my case. By attending and being included in my pretrial conference and hearings, said success can be accomplished fairly, faster, properly. Wherefore, the defendant, Sarah Boone, respectfully asks the Honorable Court to grant my motion to be included going forward to all defendants' pretrial conference. Okay. The original document has been filed U.S. mail with the clerk of court, blah, blah, blah. She has it all properly. Oh, I can't read any more of her letters, though, because they're hard to read, dude. Wow, that is something else, though, huh? How's everybody in chat? Okay. All right, guys. I might have to end it up, Vern. Hi, Scoop. Oh, I said hi to you earlier. Shimmy Dance. Sarah's still there. Valerie. Hey, Daffy Daff. Who's Daffy? Oh, Daffy Dill. Hey, Daffy. Hey, Daffy Dill. Yay. Yay, 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 yay. All right. I'm gonna go lay down. Dude, I've had the longest day. I've been moving, getting this room empty. Still got a lot to do because my room was full. Like closets were like full on the ground and stuff because my whole life is in like this bedroom and all. So it sucks. So I have to move some stuff downstairs, some stuff out in the loft area, and then Monday, when he puts the carpet in the 2 bedrooms, then we have to hurry up and move everything that's out in the hallway back into the bedroom. This is going to be miserable. I am not looking forward to it. Oh, my Lord. Anyway. So I'll be down. I don't know. He's supposed to be, should be able to do the bedrooms in one day, but I don't know. My mom, it seems like we have bad luck. And my mom, when she gets people, and I feel like I said, I would watch. He promised that everything will be done in 2 days. I said, watch. Well, I'll be stuck out of my bedroom for like 2 days, which means my whole setup. I have to take my whole studio basically out. So I might be down. I don't know. Hopefully, I'll only be down a day from working on my channel. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. My point is I'm tired though from moving stuff. That's crazy though. Oh, thanks, Scoop. Um, Chick is cray. Yeah, isn't she? I know. I know. It's yawning is contagious. It's definitely. Thanks, Sleuth Station. Thank you. Rewind it up. It was a pretty good one. We watched the interrogation, which, if you haven't seen, Sarah, it's definitely a must see. Oh my lord. Hey, Shimmy, Shimmy, Shimmy. Thank you. Hey, Sarah Greenup. She's going to end up with time served out on some kind of appeal with all BS. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand the whole lawyer stuff. Like, are they really not like communicating with her, because she should be able to talk. Like if her freaking trial is coming up, let's say it is this summer, and she really has not had that much contact, she might be able to like appeal or ineffective counsel. I don't know. It doesn't seem right, as much as I don't like her and she's just annoying and stuff. But if that's your lawyer, like you're supposed to be like represented like that, she should be able to, feel like she was fairly represented. And I don't know. I want to know. I want to hear both sides of the story, though. So we'll be able to probably figure it out. Wyatt, thank you, Brittany. Guilty of crime, thanks, Mr. M. Paul would do fine. Stop it! You always make me laugh. Yeah, I'll stream it. We'll have to stream it, because I usually don't. I'll stream trials, but I'm very selective on it because it's a big commitment. And if it's like at a time when I'm like busy into another, like deep dive in another case, I usually don't want to do it, because it's like, gosh, it doesn't save me time to really do anything else, because it ties me up for 8 hours a day usually. But yeah, if that's one, would you guys want me to do that one? Maybe we'll do that one. What's another one? I still want to do another one coming up too. I just want to do another good one. Like, especially if there's ones that I've been following for a while. But the crazy thing is, like, Daybell and Vallow was like a huge case for me. It was my next big case after like Watts was a big one. Vallow was like my next biggest one, where I had like, I think I have like over 100 videos of that case. It's like a huge case for me, right? Deep dive, and then by the time it took so long to get to the trials, by the time the trials came, it's like I didn't cover them. You would think that I would definitely cover one of them, but I didn't, because first of all, Lori's didn't have video. But by the time the trial came, we had the preliminaries. Like, we already had a ton of the information, and it was so much time passed. And I was busy, I think, in a different case at the time. I think when Lori's, it was Letitia, right? And then I was kind of like deep dive in that one. So yeah, it's like you can't wait for the trial, but then if it's like forever, but yeah, We'll try to do that. I would like to try to do another one too, another interesting trial this year, since I haven't done a trial since, I've only done a couple where I live streamed, every day. What was the last one I did? Hold on. It was, what was on the tip of my tongue? Wait, what was it? Does anybody remember? I did the Johnny Depp, but I did a true crime one after that. And I can't remember. Does anybody remember? Oh my God. Hold on. I don't know. Did I do Stalk? I watched it and I did deep dive. I mean, I did a bunch of videos, but I don't think I did the Stalk trial. Did I? If I did, I caught it late, but I don't think I did do the trial. I don't know. I can't think. I definitely watched the trial, but I'm talking about like live streaming it on my channel every day. I played clips, I'm sure, and parts of it, but I didn't live stream it. I don't know. Oh well. No, I played some clips, but I'm talking about like doing it where, like when it was on live and watching it live with you guys every day. That's what I'm talking about. Not like doing it after looking into it. So yeah, I guess I shouldn't say I didn't do trials, because I've done those a bunch where I play like different testimonies of different parts of the trial. But I mean, you know, when you're covering it, when it's happening every day. Did I do Murdoch? Was it Murdoch? It was Murdoch. I think it was Alex Murdoch. Was it? I think. I don't know. I can't think. It's not a big deal. There was one like this past year. It would have been last year now. But um all right, guys. I'm gonna go. Hi, Tina. Don't yawn. Thanks, Shiva. I don't know. They haven't. It might be June, but they haven't made an official date yet, as far as I know. But it might be June. Oh, thanks, JB. Oh, wait. If you ever see me pop under this name, it's me. Oh, okay. Cool. Thanks. Sunshine already. Christy Holland. All right, I gotta go. I'm tired. Bye.